Juice. Leandre Got the Juice. Leandre Got the Juice.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Liandre Gott Tejus.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, y'all see my twin back there? Listen, y'all see me bopping because it's Friday. What you mean? It's already Friday. Y'all trying to act like it ain't Friday up here. Shout out to the 32 in the chat already on YouTube, 16 in the chat on Twitter, 1 in the chat on Facebook. We already got 50 people in the chat watching the Coach Smook Morning Show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Listen, y'all know we got to run that vibe. That boomerang be going, what? Come on. Get your Friday groove on. Get your Friday groove on. Come on. Yeah. I'm vibing. I hope y'all feeling good this morning. I'm feeling good this morning, man. I'm feeling good, man. I drank a whole bottle of water before I came on stream. I ain't even gonna lie. I drank a whole bottle of water. Water make you feel good. It recharges you. It's like your natural energy boost. If you drink a bottle of water the first thing when you wake up in the morning, say thank you, Jesus, drink a bottle of water. I guarantee you'll feel good. Before you drink coffee or anything, drink a bottle of water, at least a cup of water, and watch how different your day goes, or at least the start of your day will be.
I mean, just a lot more clear, a lot more energy, man. Plus, it's Friday, man. Feeling good. Welcome in Jordan Wright with the first comment of the day on the stream, man, on the link. Listen, I be waiting to come and see. When I get ready to come on, I like to see who's the first comment. And it's always either going to be, it's usually either Brett will catch y'all slipping sometimes. Dwight will try to catch you. But it's usually Zach or the Kinesis will get in here. It's a lot of them. Now that I think about it, it's a lot of you all that get in there and try to be the first ones in. So it's kind of like a little family fun competition, little thing that we do. Okay. I was trying to figure out what's going on over here. But appreciate you for pulling up, Jordan, being the first on stream. Zach pulling up right behind it. The White said, one more wake up facts, man. Third Saturday in October. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year for me every season. I don't care how trash Tennessee look. I love watching the third Saturday in October, whether we at home or in a spot. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Jay Penny, what's good? Greg, how you feeling? Botrix clocking in. Thank you, Botrix, for being here today. For being on your job, you know what I'm saying, doing what you supposed to do, young sir or ma'am, whichever you classify as. We're not tripping. We ain't tripping. Kimberly, good morning. Antonio, good morning. Carolyn, how you feeling this morning? Let's go. The Kinesis in the building. Coach Carl is in the building. What's up, Clinton? My people, what's good, everybody? Greg, Mary J, I see you out there. Susan. Man, Megan, how y'all feeling this morning? I see y'all, man. I love when y'all get in here and y'all, I guess it's probably got to be a part of the show right now. It probably got to be. My boy said, dang, I need to make my name blue ASAP, bro. You need to go ahead and pick up that badge, man. $2.99 can get you in the dough. $4.99 to get you some more. $14.99 to get you a lot. And $40.99, you about to punch the clock. Let me stop. I just made that up. Off top, bro. Off top. I just did that. Appreciate y'all for pulling up this morning. Y'all, I've been up since 4 o'clock, so y'all know when I get those 4 o'clock starts, man, it is one of those mornings where I'm already amped up and ready to go. And we trying to stay on schedule today. I'm going to put the schedule at the bottom of the screen. We're going to stay on schedule today. Y'all see the timeline. We're going from 08 to 8:15. We're going to do our welcoming announcements. Then we're going to do our show everybody who's not a member of the AAA. We're going to let them see how to become a member of that. Then we're going to jump into our first segment. Then the first phone call segment. I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be a vibe today. It's going to be a vibe today. What's up, next King? Welcome in. Welcome in. Pastor B. What's going on? Good morning, Pastor B. Roll Tide. Solid Bama fan right there rocking with you. Big Baby, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? Big Baby always holding it down on the Twitter side, man. Rocking with the Insider crew for the Coach Smook Network. Yeah, wake them up. Wake them up. Tell them they need to get on up, man. They need to get on up, man, because I'm telling you right now, man, we got a game tomorrow against a Tennessee team that really think they supposed to be hanging with us. And we got a lot of fair weather fans out here passing around a lot of that. A lot of that. You know what I'm talking about. A lot of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take today, we're going to talk about the real stuff. We're going to talk about the ins and the outs. We're going to talk about what it's going to take for this Alabama Crimson Tide to come away with a victory. But we also going to hear about what some things that Tennessee might do that's going to present some obstacles for us that we really need to make sure our guys are keyed in on. I got a few keys that I want to talk about, a few keys to success that I want to talk about today. So let's get active. Let's get active on the show today. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Thank y'all for being here. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, man, here on the Coach Smook Morning Show. And don't forget, man, if you want to become a sponsor on today's stream, a co-sponsor on today's stream, why is my phone blowing up all of a sudden? What is going on? Y'all sending money? Y'all sending money already? Oh, well, I'm about to say, I thought y'all was sending some money already. Yeah, I thought y'all was sending some money. Somebody said, I just seen a comment. Hold on, let me see. Why I can't see the stupid comment? Somebody said, somebody named Mike Larry said, man, they kicked who? Mike Larry. All right, but diving into it, y'all. First segment, we're going to dive into the breakdown of Alabama, Tennessee. I'm gonna highlight some things that I really think are important and key to our success. We're going to dive into the X's and O's, then we're going to follow up. The first call segment is going to be, y'all know I like to feature a call-in, a special caller every Friday. So for our first call-in from What is it? 8:30. But then we got them from we got them from 8:15. What is it? Yeah, 8:30 to 9. 8:30 to 9. 8:30 to 9 Central. We got our first call-in segment with our special guest call-in called Game Management. That segment is going to be called Game Management. All right, where we have our special guest caller, and we break down our insider information, our scoop, and our perspective on what it takes for Alabama, working it from our angle. And then we open the phone lines up for the fan base, the community, to share their thoughts. So right after this infomercial, we'll get into it, man, and we'll dive into that conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, like it. If you're here, and share it. Make sure you share it right now on every major social platform. And the numbers are jumping up as we speak, man. 75, 76 total viewers. We got 47 live on YouTube, 27 live on Twitter, and 2 live on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, drop that reaction. Shout out to my brother Rico for the like, man. And make sure you share it on Facebook, too. If you're on Facebook, share it on Facebook. And tell them to pull up on YouTube, man, so they can get their comment on the screen. And on Facebook, we got Facebook comments today. Yeah. Are you fired up, Coach? I'll be a T-Time. Oh, we're going to have to talk right after this infomercial break. Hey, y'all check it out. This is how you become a member of our AAA family. And I won't be running our merch promo because guess what? We got new merch launching at noon today. We don't have the clip. We don't have the infomercial finished yet. It's going to be done at noon. We're going to launch it at noon. So make sure y'all are here for that premiere at noon here on the Coach Smook Network. We're going to launch our merchandise release with our new product. Here is how you become a member of the AAA family. Check it out right here on the Coach Smook Network. Thank y'all for being here.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Yeah, let's get into it today, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. I'm ready to dive into this conversation, Alabama, Tennessee. But before, let me slow down. Before we dive into it, let me give a shout out to my guy G Bill, man. G-Ski Billionaire, man, with the 1999 super chat, becoming the first co-sponsor on today's stream and popping it off with a huge super chat. Appreciate you, my guy, for that 1999 super chat. Didn't put no comment in it, but I appreciate you, my guy. Stepping and repping from the Gump, man. Montgomery, Alabama, man. Find out we got some kin, too. That's crazy. Find out we some kin. That's funny. You know, I told y'all it's a small world. This Bama community, this Bama family it's a large family, but it's a small world of a family. So it's so many people. You bound to run into somebody that you might be related to. So be careful out there. For all you fellas and you ladies that like to mingle with your fan base, especially in the Bama fan base. You know they like to drop them jokes on us. We can't be giving them ammunition. We got to be careful out here, y'all. Be careful. All right, be careful. But getting into the show, man. Y'all know I'm a fool, man. Don't pay me no mind. Sometimes I just go off the deep end and we go there. But appreciate G-Ski Bill for the super chat, man. But jumping into the conversation, man, Alabama versus Tennessee, man. I just want y'all to think about this for a second. This is the 7th game of the season. This is the 7th game of the season, chat. AAA family. Well, this is the 7th game of the season. And if God be willing, we continue to come together and we're able to finish this thing out and continue to live on. But guys, this is the 7th game of this 2024. The season that we waited so long to get started, we have already ran through 6 games. And before we jump into this conversation, I want us to take a moment and think, right? 6 games into the season, the University of Alabama without head coach Nick Saban is at the same point they were last year, 5-1. Is at the same point. You know what I'm saying? We're in the same exact position. So for the fans that y'all know we always have to check in with the Fairweather fan report. I'm sorry, the Fairweather fan report. Today there's a light cloud of fair weatherness amongst the Bama fan base. Maybe there's been a suppression of a suppression of positive real fandom being more vocal amongst social media platforms, amongst the conversations, the barbershop conversations, and amongst the grocery stores. I've heard Alabama confidence in grocery stores this week. I've yet to go to Buc-ee's in Auburn to see how we feeling down there in that area, see what that temperature is like. But I'll tell you right now, the fair weather fandom is still prevalent. We have had sightings of fair weather fandom in regions of Twitter, still prevalent. We have sightings of fair weather fandom. I mean, strong sightings of fair weather fandom in Facebook groups. There's this one Facebook group. I'm gonna talk about it in the season when we do our full fair weather fan report. But this is your early look into our fair weather fan report here at the end of this broadcast. Stay tuned to make sure that you do not end up on that fair weather fan report list. But yeah, besides that, the fair weather fandom has quieted down a lot this week, right? It's quieted down, and I think people are starting to really come to their grips. I want to give a shout out to my bro, man. Clint Lamb, man. He came out and he posted a clip. Him and Mick Gillespie again. We still in remembrance of Big Sexy Elmo, man. But him and Mick Gillespie, they were on the show, and Clint gathered himself, man, and it was a clip I wanted to share, but I didn't want to run into no copyright issues. Didn't know if I would or anything. But he said something so prevalent, and people they don't give Coach Kalen DeBoer and this staff enough credit for what they've had to deal with up until this point. And the reason I'm not diving into the breakdown of this game, because my first call, that's what we're actually going to do. I'm going to give my 3 keys to consider before we transition into that. And then we're going to talk about the game this week, mentality, and then actually breaking down some of the X's and O's, things that we expect to see, not necessarily X's and O's, but things that we can expect to see, players that we're looking out for, all of that, getting that whole fans perspective in our special calling segment. Shout out to the 57 on YouTube, the 42 on Twitter, and the 2 on Facebook. Man, make sure whoever that other person is lurking on Facebook, drop a like, whoever it is. But yeah, so diving into this thing a little bit deeper, man, let's think about it, man. And Clint Lamb said this so perfectly. He said, man, you got to think Coach Saban came in, he didn't have the roster, all this yada yada yada, did great, turn it around. He had a program that had nowhere to go but up. But Kalen DeBoer comes in and takes over a program that is at the top already, one of the top 4 teams in the country. Transfer, new culture. He comes in, he's in the middle of recruiting. He's cut out from the transfer portal. Guys can't come in from the portal for his first 30 days on the job, but guys can leave. He really don't know the recruiting landscape. He's trying to maintain players, retain staff, putting the staff together, trying to get a contract signed. People don't know that Coach Kalen DeBoer was working for, I think, 14 days before he was actually, or it was like 17 days or something like that before he was actually on staff, signed. But he was moving, trying to get it on the ground. I mean, getting into the recruiting, getting to the high schools, making visits, the very things that we say he needed to do Coach K and the boy has crushed it. We now have the number one recruiting class with the updated recruiting rankings. We now have the number one recruiting class. That's the first thing that we said, or not we, that the Fairweather fans and the doubters said that he would not be able to do, right? Second thing they said he wouldn't be able to do. His system and his coaching style wouldn't go over with the players. Well, I've only seen one player hit the portal so far this season, and he was very adamant about being the fact that he wanted more snaps. He didn't care about doing what's best for the team. He wanted more snaps. When you're able to have a culture where situations like that can handle themselves and figure themselves out, you're building a good culture. And then you also have the disconnect, between players and defensive coordinator. Clash of culture is happening right now. How he manages it is going to tell how his career goes here at the University of Alabama. And if I say 6 games in to be 5-1, I believe we're managing culture just fine when you're not having off the field incidents and issues, when players are spending more time at the facilities developing their game, trying to understand what the coach is putting out rather than hanging out, doing what they do. And then people hating on this new wave podcast and all this other stuff, them having jewelry and social media. Shut the up, man. This is not your black and white, turn on the TV, turn the knob TV era no more. Kids do not have to go to school and ball and chain no more. These kids have done and created enough value to where they're creating a life not only for themselves, but a lot of these kids have an opportunity to take care of their families. And you think they got time to be stressing about another class, another paper, or another opinion about what you got to say? No, leave these kids alone. Stay off social media talking all this crazy stuff, because I promise you, if it was mine, man, I have to. It's a dude named Tyler Pemberton, and I'm gonna say this and get my 3 keys right here in 2 minutes. It's a guy named Tyler Pemberton on Twitter. This dude is the worst troll ever, first of all. Secondly, he keeps trying to state irrelevant stats that do not help his point that he's trying to make. But that was a comment he made about one of our players. And the only reason I keep entertaining them, because I'm going to need them receipts. I'm going to need them receipts when I make this video and expose them. But it's just certain things you shouldn't say on social media and claim to be a fan of the very player that you're disrespecting or degrading. It's confusing to me. So make it make sense for all you Fairweather fans that have to be on that type of time. Please stop doing it. It's not helping. But we're going to dive into these 3 keys. 3 keys to consider, y'all. 3 keys to consider going into this Alabama-Tennessee game. I'm going to give them to you real fast, and I want you all to think about this and think about if I really got some solid points here. All right. Number 1, in order for Alabama to really close out this game and win this game against Tennessee, we have to. The perimeter run game exposure and containment has to be prevalent and efficient. When I say exposure, we have to expose the fact that their defensive ends are so great that they are keen on just killing everything interior, inside the pocket, keeping everything. They contain the pocket very well. If we can expose their exterior run game, their perimeter run game, meaning getting the tight end and a tackle on the defensive end and allowing the tight end to chip and climb second level to kick out or turn, right? I feel like CJ Dupree and Robbie Oots have done great jobs as far as creating second level lanes for our running backs when we do lean on the running game. I think this game we have to lean on the running game to maintain composure, first of all, but to gain momentum and slow down Tennessee's potential high-powered offense. High-powered offense. They're firing on all cylinders. When they're firing on all cylinders, they're dangerous. So the perimeter run game has to be something that we expose. And how do we do that? Right? We'll talk about it. And the containment of their perimeter run game. Dylan Sampson, that other running back, I keep forgetting the young man's name, but they have a freshman running back, a young guy that gets out there. He get outside, man. He could break off, anywhere from 8 to 17 real quick, 8 to 15 real quick. So we got to contain that. My second point is defensive intensity. Defensive intensity. Point number 2, defensive intensity. We got to have defensive intensity the whole game. Defensive intensity. I mean, and that doesn't mean that every play call is going to be perfect. That doesn't mean that every play is going to be ran to perfection. But there needs to be a level of intensity displayed by this team. This defense in particular. There needs to be a level of physicality displayed against this Tennessee offense. Tennessee's offense has not been physical. Their run game has been efficient, but it's not like they're busting heads. They're not getting a crazy push. Dylan Sampson has done a great job running. But I go and watch that game. They don't have the cleanest run blocking scheme. They just have a great running back. They have a solid left guard, a solid left tackle, a solid center. Their right guard, the right tackle, that right side of the offensive line is a weakness of theirs. So we'll see. Josh, I can see Josh Heupel and the offensive staff, shifting formations to unbalanced so that they can get assists on that side. But we'll see how effective the defensive intensity can be so that they can continue to dial it up. And then number 3, specialty pressures. Specialty pressures. When I say specialty pressures, I want y'all to listen to this. Everybody thinks specialty pressures it just apply to the defense. No. How can we apply special pressures with the offense and the defense and the special teams, right? How can we apply special pressure? We'll talk about it. I'll give you the basis of specialty pressures. Number 1, offensively, how do you apply apply a specialty pressure? Averaging 4 to 6 yards of a carry. Keeping yourself in third and pass or run. Third and manageable, 3rd and 3s, right? How do you apply pressure? Third down efficiency. Can we maintain a 65-70% third down efficiency conversion rate? Right? Can we put ourselves in the green zone, right? The 40 and in and put ourselves in position to gamble on 4th down so that if we don't get it, the change of position does not lead to my second point, the defense. How much dialed up pressure do we put on the young quarterback? We have to be decisive about dialing up pressure. I would not be mad if Kane Womack gambled a lot this game and we got beat on a few plays. If we get beat 6 or 7 times this game because we gambled on pressure, I'm fine with it. I think the results way out better. Get beat 6 or 7 times against in coverage, secure tackling, it doesn't hurt you. It's when you get beat 15, 16 times like 2022, right? For all my Bama fans that said Saban would never, right? And then the third with special teams. Can we get some activity on special teams? Big hits. Can we get a turnover on special teams? Can we get guys to dive on the ball when we see a force a fumble on kickoff or punt? Can we get guys to be relentless on special teams? Can we get a Ja'Cory Brooks type effort from an edge rusher that's on punt block, punt return, kick return? Those guys are I think they can get loose if we see some effort in blocking. So those 3 keys, I think if we apply those 3 things, we'll have some success. We'll dive into that conversation after this break, y'all. After this break, I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors first. But after this promo, we're going to have our first call in on the line, man. We'll have my manager. Y'all know him, man. Curtis, my manager. We're talking game management today with the manager, Curtis. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the show thus far. Give me a moment to get this call-in line up, set up, and then after this infomercial, we'll have Curtis on the line and y'all can enjoy that conversation and share y'all thoughts in the comments on what y'all think about this Alabama versus Tennessee matchup. We'll be right back after this message. Y'all silly.
Leandre Gota Tejus.
Weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Man, I hope that junk was busting y'all speakers. That's going to wake y'all up and get y'all ready for this fire calling segment here. Man, we got a special guest on. Y'all know him. Y'all know him. He's a part of the network, part of the team. He's my manager. My guy, man. But doing some things on the back end, man. I'm telling y'all, do not be surprised, man, if we really on a strict schedule with our live shows going forward after this season, because God is really moving. And I'm glad to have this gentleman part of my team. He's a brother. Started off, probably like 3 months ago as just friends, and now we find ourselves as brothers, man. And now he's helping me in this industry. Shout out to, man, this gentleman here. Y'all bring it up, give it up, man, for my brother, man, my manager, Curtis, the manager. What's up, Curtis? How you feeling this morning, bro?
Man, what's going on, brother Smook? What's going on? You guys, just like I say, I love this man. This man is great, guys. His channel, I've seen it grow from the other channel. I said, man, Smook, you got to get your own show, man. Now look at you, brother. You're doing your thing. God is truly a blessing, ain't he?
100%, man, 100%. And that's what I want people to realize. Without God, ain't none of this possible. We were talking about it earlier, kind of like in our pre-show talk, with just, how prevalent it is that, he's real, and people are starting to recognize it, and people are starting to pay attention to it. And for that reason, I've never been ashamed of it, but man, it's really real these days, with what we're dealing with. I mean, it's really real.
Yeah, because now you're starting to see athletes, showrunners, other people are really starting to come out here, and you hear them say, and I mean, one of the biggest guys that I think is interesting is you see CJ Stroud. When he first got to the scene, he was preaching it. And people were like, okay. He might wash out. He might do this. He might do that. But after every game, you see him give it up. Now you're starting to hear God's name mentioned in press conferences, in smaller interviews, even right here on Ryan Williams and Mbakwe's podcast.
Right.
You saw Jeremy Bernard get up there, and he gave thanks to the Most High. When you put things in perspective, God's gonna start opening doors for you. What does he tell you? I want to give you everything.
Right.
I want to give it to you.
Right.
But you got to glorify. If you glorify me, it's endless.
100%.
And when people start realizing that, especially like I said on this channel right here, on my pregame show, I said, Smook, if you go in and you start being genuine in yourself, and you see the viewers see God and really start praising Him, and you know who's giving you the glory, He's going to turn around and give it back to you tenfold. Why? Because the Bible's no lie.
Right.
So that's why I said, brother, I hope the same thing for the team, praying for the team. And when people really start realizing God's glory and power, man, it's something, man.
100%, man. And so welcoming in Curtis on the phone, y'all. We're going to dive into this conversation about this week's matchup against Alabama, man, against Alabama versus Tennessee. And we know we're in Neyland Stadium. We're up there. That stadium's going to be full. It's going to be packed. It's going to be rocking. I really believe this is going to be probably one of the most hostile environments next to Death Valley that we're going to see for the rest of the season, and how our team handles this game crowd noise wise and communication is a telltale to kind of the identity I believe we're going to see for the rest of the season. Just on both sides of the ball, how we're going to continue to develop. Have we hit a peak? We're going to learn a lot this Saturday. Curtis, give me your thoughts on this weekend's game before we get into the breakdown on the particulars, and give our MVPs and score predictions and all that stuff.
Right. The one thing I'll say is this is Kalen DeBoer's first real road game in the SEC. Now, some people will say, oh, no, South Carolina was that. If you look back at the numbers, I want to say about 80% was Bama. And, everybody really thought, Bama's going to do their thing. They're going to roll them. So when the game started getting tight, Bama fans is quiet. Really, I don't want to say they didn't have to do much, but it was something that we said that we never saw that coming. So this is going to be the first real test. Why? Because one thing about Knoxville, Tennessee is they're going to be rocking
right
from start to finish. Jalen Milroe has played in these situations, which is also a bonus for us, is that he's been outside of Brian Denny.
Right.
So now he's like, okay, I understand this for what it is. But some of these other players, this is going to be a first to really say, oh, wow, this is deafening. We got to use hand signals. We really got to understand the game for what it is. Now, why I think this is playing to our favor is one thing I've seen about Ryan all year so far is he doesn't seem too swallowed up in that moment. Does that make sense?
Right.
I feel like he's going to still play his game. He's going to do what he needs to do. I think Jalen Milroe is going to feel comfortable enough that that's one player that I say that he can put the cape on, go be Superman for a while, and really use his legs. Now, just like you said, on for defense for Tennessee, I believe they're going to play well. I don't want people to think like, oh, we're just going to blow them out. This is not going to be a blowout game. That's not what I'm predicting. It'll be like a heavyweight prize fight. Feel you out the first couple quarters. Who's going to have more explosives? But overall, just like, I'm sitting there thinking about right now, trying to really think about the game itself, because all of us have watched film, and I'm like, Tennessee these past couple of weeks have played like, trash too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I've seen Bama in some situations that I'm like, wow, South Carolina wasn't trash. People keep wanting to say, oh, they were horrible. No, it's just like in the pregame meeting. I was telling you what, Kalen DeBoer, mostly all last year, if you watched him Washington games, he likes to play games close.
Yeah.
But
Curtis, I want to kill this narrative. I want to kill this narrative that we just blew teams. Like, we haven't been blowing teams out for about 3 or 4 years now, guys. Like, just go back. We just beat Arkansas last year I think we beat them 24-21 after being down in the first half to Arkansas.
But people just like everybody thinks it, but nobody will ever come out and say it. I'll say it today, man. Again, Alabama fans are so spoiled. Saban was an anomaly. And I will repeat that even louder into the mic. Saban was an anomaly. Nobody else will do what he's done. People have seen every team shaky this year. We're sitting here, look at Georgia right now.
Right.
Georgia's an underdog.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we might all say we hate the Bulldogs, but in no way can you sit here and say, oh man, dog, Georgia's gonna leapfrog them. Georgia's gonna kill them.
Mm-mm.
No, Texas is due for an off week. But guess what? Nobody has said over the top, oh yeah, we're just the number one team in the land and nobody's gonna touch them. Thanks to NIL. NIL has done that. Everybody's good now.
100%. And that's what I want to do. I tell people all the time, all you got to do is you all on Twitter all the time. You're all on YouTube in these chats all the time. Use that same device and that same energy and go and Google a Vanderbilt roster. Go and Google a Kentucky roster. Like today, go and look at some of the names on Vanderbilt's roster right now that are graduate transfer seniors or juniors that are playing right now for the University of for Vanderbilt University. And you will shut your mouth when you see that they're like they're 1.5. They're not 3 deep like Bama, but they can go about 2 deep on the defensive front. They can go. Their backup quarterback can run the offense just as good as the starter, Diego. They went in the portal. They used that. They tapped into the NIL, and this is what we want to talk about too. This game right here, you're going to see NIL effect heavy in this Alabama Tennessee game. You're going to see NIL effect heavy in this game. Curtis, kind of expound on what I'm saying right there, because a lot of people they'll hear that and they'll think that I'm just kind of talking crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, this game is the first NIL affected game that you're going to see in college football. This one right here, especially for the SEC.
Right, correct. Because think about it, just like we were saying earlier in our conversation. The one thing that people have to start understanding is NIL is still fairly new. Teams back in the day, you wanted to get playing time. You wanted to be seen. Now you would say, I want to go to places like Bama because I'm going to be seen every single Saturday, so everybody should see me on Sunday. The money wasn't there. Now that's why people would say, oh, Alabama and Georgia and not even Texas enough. But people would say these are the teams that have that upper hand. Now that NIL has jumped in, other states are like, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like South Carolina, you see your DNs and you're like, whoa, these guys should be playing for Bama. Let's just say they probably would have played for a Power 5, But why have they not? Because now they're saying they can go to other places and get their same tick that they would have got here. But now they're like, hey, look, it's just me and another person.
Yep.
I don't gotta beat out a million people no more.
And
I can get paid. And I can get paid doing it.
And guess what? It's still not regulated how they're doing it. So that helps. Like people that thought that the powers to be, Ohio State and you know who might give Ohio State a run for their next recruiting class? The Miami of Ohio, because they have local.
Yep.
They have local businesses and establishments and people that's part of that alumni of their university that can contribute monetary value and things. And I'm not being realistic in that, y'all. I'm just saying this is what NIL is giving these other programs and these other organizations a day of hope. Like you can buy you a year of hype with NIL now. You can have the next crazy invention as your alumni. It could come out of your school and they could tap into that, and they might be a football fan and they might turn into the next Elon Musk, and they might turn Boston College into the next powerhouse for the next 10 years because they have access to the NIL fund. That's what NIL has done to college football.
Simply put, the Ohio State, as they would say, right? Mm-hmm. What did Saban say? You a $20-some million team. And people said what? Hey, Saban said what? You can buy players now, but you better hope that you bought the right ones. Yep. Why? Because it's all gonna come out in a wash. Mm-hmm. Now you see them get beat to Oregon, and people are like, "Wow, we basically paid
this. We paid for them to win.
We paid for you to win, and you lost." That's not boosters. A lot of people stuff that would go under the table now is above board. Now you have kids going, aka Isaiah Bond. I don't care what nobody says. The name I will never speak of ever again. But his situation, he said, what? Saban left. I'm going to go to Texas.
Because it's a business decision.
Because it's a business move. What did he say from the start? I don't want nobody to judge me because I'm making a business decision for me and my family. Mm-hmm. As Bama fans, we say thank you, but let the door hit you on the way out. Mm-hmm. Because we're saying what? We know why you're making this move. NIL. Right. He's not the only player. And the craziest part is they're talking about it a little bit on ESPN. And they're saying what? It's pay to play now. Now it's okay. Now it's like an arms race. Hey man, I could get this recruit. Well, the recruit goes, I like Bama, but Georgia's offering me $45 million more, just a hypothetical number, to go here to play the same position. But a player's gonna say what? I want playing time and money. Now the two are gonna be married together, and this is what Saban was warning about for years. If this gets put into play, players are now saying, man, every business decision I've ever made in life starts right here with college football. Because look, players are going to do what? They're going to start playing 4 games. After that 4th game, they're going to say, what? I'm a redshirt this year. Because I'm going to go make more money somewhere else. Now what are we saying? Oh, this looks more like a business. Rather than us having fun watching games on Saturdays, these are players saying, man, I'm happy to go to the highest bidder.
And Curtis, you know what's funny? It's funny because now we put these players in harm's way by doing this. You want me to tell you why? Because just like Jordan, he said it in a joking way, but there's a millionaire, right? Or there might be a middle class alumnus, right? A high upper middle class alumnus, you know, maybe topping out at $200K a year. That ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? That's well off. $200K. That's well. Right. He probably pouring 40, 50K into his alumni in this NIL fund because he's that alumnus. He probably played, did it, never got no recognition, but he's probably thinking to Will Howard, I paid for you to slide with 0 seconds on the clock, and we on the drive where we trying to come back and win the game, and you slid with 0 seconds. I paid $7 million for you.
Correct.
Caleb Downs, you out here, you making plays, but I paid you 9.3, whatever the figure was. I think it was like 2.4 for real, but like we paid you. That's what we put our players, we put these athletes in harm's way for the programs that do it that way. Because you can see the ones that's not doing it that way, they're experiencing some early success with their roster turnover.
Brother, let's be real. Have we all, even in this chat, and I know the chat's going to say the same thing, Tennessee, the team we're about to play, what do they do to their tickets? we're going to put a fund in there, a ticket price to help pay for NIL. Yes or no?
Yep.
Tennessee players right now are going to get paid off the game that they're about to play come tomorrow. Nobody's sitting here saying, wow, the fans are paying for NIL. Why? Because nothing is regulated. This is going to get to a point, and again, Saban has said numerous times, this can get out of control and out of control fast.
You know how fast? Because we already able to bet on these players now. We're able to bet prize picks. I do prize picks every week.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I just caught the wave.
Listen.
So yes.
Listen, I'm telling you, man, that prize picks is addicting. Be careful, bro. Because I hit the first 4 or 5 times I did it, my first 4 or 5 cards. And then I want to say week 5, Georgia week. That was the last time I didn't hit, man. I got to slow down on it. And see, I'm the type. I keep my balance on there the whole season. I won't touch. If I start the season with $20, that's all. I'm never going to load it again. I'm never loading it again. If it don't last the season, it's gone.
It's called betting responsibly, bro. Hey, look, we got more to live for than just these week by week as fans.
Facts,
the funniest part of all this, which is not funny per se, but if this does not get regulated within the next year or so, you're starting to see the early signs of players being like, I'm going to play 4 games and mom, dad, listen, I can make $1 million over here. Should I go do it? These are changing these kids' lives, but you guys got to think, they got families to feed. They got, bills to pay. And we're sitting there saying, oh, I can't be that player. Who's to say it doesn't strike Alabama?
Right.
Who's to say Saban was saying it early. We're not immune to any of this.
100%.
You can have players right now that's sitting on Bama's team that look at Caden Proctor. Caden said, I had to come back. Why? I had unfinished business.
Not even that, but I went somewhere. Yeah, they gave me a bag, but nobody knew me. They were an investor in my future. They were more so investing in what I could do for them. They weren't invested in me. And that's what I was saying earlier. But the kind of transition, Curtis, when we were talking about that, we're going to see that effect. You all know Nico was originally supposed to be the savior for Florida during his recruiting. He had that issue with NIL. But when Nico committed to Tennessee, that turned that whole recruiting class for Tennessee. And even the 25 class and their 26 class, their 25 class, offensive weapons, you talking about Sanders and Travis Smith Jr., and a few more of these guys that's in this 25 class that's committed. You see, I think, was it who decommitted from us and committed to Tennessee? I forget the young man's name.
It's escaping me right now. Can y'all help us out?
Is it Jamie? Was it Jamie French? No, French was Florida. French was Florida.
French was Florida.
Yeah. I forget who it was, but I'm telling you, man, this is the game, and we're going to see, because we didn't get to tap into NIL to really persuade our class to stay together. We had a lot of early enrollees that had the head start, and we were able to secure those fall guys because most of them were already committed to Kalen DeBoer anyways, or they were already, So, but this 25 class, this 24 class, you're going to see on the field. Nico and 23, Nico is 23, 24 class, all these young guys. We're going to see NIL effect in this game. And you're going to see the quality of player and culture in this game. And I think I would like to believe that Tennessee has turned it around good enough to continue to be on the up and up. Josh Heupel's done a great job. And I would love to think that Kalen DeBoer, with a 5-1 record, even with the discrepancies on defense and some of the lack of execution, I would love to think that this coach has done it at other programs, Fresno State and Washington, 2 adverse programs, totally different. He's never been in the same situation, and he's always had a positive outcome. So I think going into this game, he has that mindset with this team and even their struggles. And to kind of talk about that close game thing, I don't think this is going to be that close of a game, but it's going to feel close because the way the game needs to be played for this team to be successful. This is an adjustment for Kalen DeBoer. He's not used to being in systems where he has to lean on the run game. You're glad to have an effective run game. You're glad to have a 1,000-yard rusher, but they didn't have to lean on that run game last year. Kalen DeBoer, Nick Sheridan, our best assets, our rhythm, our flow is when our run game gets going. defensively, intensity, tackling. I like Kane Wommack's play calling style. I don't want to see misalignment issues tomorrow early in the first drive. Quick adjustments with alignment should be the first thing with this defense, bro. Alignment.
Bro,
that's got to be the
bro.
first thing on the first drive. Alignment has to be key because that's how Tennessee jumped out on us for early against us last season. We got to nullify that ASAP. First drive this game. That's my initial analysis. Let's get into this game.
Bro, just a simple fact. Offensive line, defensive lines. What did Saban say early? If you can limit the penalty,
that's it.
We will be okay.
Yep.
Guys, we shoot ourselves in the foot time and time and time and time and time over again. Simple stuff. The stuff, half of these games wouldn't be close if we could just be self-disciplined long enough to let the game play itself out. Just think, 2 number 2s on the field. We talked about it just this past week. These situations don't happen. You're not penalized. The game gets blown open. Think about the Wisconsin game. We weren't penalized heavily.
4 penalties.
And what happened with the game? 42 to what?
13, I think.
You think you run the game. Look at Georgia first half. When you are ready for a team, that we were ready to play. The house was rocking, but we were ready to play. Past years, bro, we just been so spoiled. Why? I think back to the Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, Jalen Waddle era, when somebody like Tua goes, bro, just block for 3 seconds. Why? This ball's out my hand, down the field, 40 yards, touchdown.
And that's the thing, Curtis. We act like that was like a thing that happened for a long time. That was 2 years, bro. If we being honest, it was only a year of that because the next year when Tua got injured, he got injured. We struggled. We watched Jalen Hurts go in and have we saw his improvement, but they weren't really they weren't feeling Jalen. I think if we leave Jalen in, we don't lose to who was it we lost to that second? Was it LSU 2019? Yeah. LSU.
That was LSU.
Jalen Hurts in that game. We can run the ball. We can
bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. Even with that fact, let's take it back even further than that. Derrick Henry was what for our team? He was the cattle horse, bro. And how many times did we put it in his hands?
Bro, that man had 41 carries in one game. I want to say the Iron Bowl, he had 41 carries. So like
we were a running team before they say the triplet. We were a running team before them.
Man.
We just got so spoiled rotten. Then I say, okay, you got Keelan Russell coming. Why? You got people saying, I want to go spread 4 wide. Let's run it.
Yeah.
Yes, but with NIL, that's not going to happen anymore. You have other teams now that line up across the board. You're looking at a 5-star and a 5-star in the face. Now saying you should have been with us. Nah, brother, I got paid over here. I'm going to guard you on this route, though.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got Imano. Soon it's not going to be a high-level playing field. It's literally going to be pay for play, unless it's fixed, unless it's regulated.
And you see them, you see them, and I think just to kind of round it, I think with them changing the portal windows, that's the first step. You're changing the portal windows. You're forcing guys to be more decisive about where they're going, and you're limiting their time to be, talking. And now the next thing you have to do is regulate the talks in between camps. You need to limit their representation from even being out there talking. I don't think there should be any talking during the season. While the season is active, bowl season, let's talk. Your conference championship game is played for your conference, whether you're in it or not. You should not be in any communication with any type of representation of portal or anything. You should be focused on finishing. You should be focused on finishing your obligation, that obligation to that team, because the season isn't over. Your scholarship obligation isn't fulfilled until you get to a certain date when the season ends for college football.
And I would agree, because let's really call a spade a spade. What happened with Caden Proctor? Proctor said right after this game, I got a phone call from Iowa saying, "What? Hey man, we miss you, big head." Long story short.
Hey, big head.
And what do they say? Hey, we would love to have you back.
Come back, buddy.
He feels homesick. What happens? Oh, man, Caden Proctor's transferring. Then he gets home and realizes, I got to go back.
Man,
So
what the hell? Man, y'all brought me back. Y'all ain't got no seasoning in these mashed potatoes. Yeah, these bland mashed potatoes. And then y'all ain't never heard of fried Oreos? They got fried Oreos in Alabama. Y'all ain't never heard of
he said, listen,
Man, y'all use barbecue sauce on y'all barbecue. They don't do that over there. I don't have to lick my fingers from barbecue sauce in Bama. What are y'all doing? Fried chicken. Y'all don't use breadcrumbs on your fried chicken, just self-rising flour up here? What are we doing? We don't do collard greens up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Caden wasn't trying to be up there.
He said immediately. Right. So he said, no, Smoke. So he said immediately, he goes, what? This ain't Bama.
This ain't it.
Mama, I love you. I'm out. I can't do this. I can't do this. So what I'm saying is, when you look at Bama, we are that spoiled child.
Oh.
My daughter, I love her to death. Alabama has the same mindset that my daughter has.
Curtis, I gotta get this horn. I gotta get this horn out real quick. And we got about 5 more minutes. But I gotta get this horn, and I need you to hear this. I need you to hear this. And it's real because it applies to this game. The portal is, you should get one transfer, and if I want to hit the portal again, it should cost you either a year, the next year of eligibility, or take a year eligibility away. So you sit to maintain your eligibility, or you get a year eligibility taken away to be eligible that season. What I mean, just think about it.
Now,
if that's the case, you get what I'm saying? If that's the case, Jeremy Bernard, somebody who's in his third year in school, he's been to 3 different schools now. Jeremy Bernard would not be able to play this year because he would have took that one. Well, no, he would be able to play. He would lose his. So what if Jeremy Bernard gets injured this year?
Lost it.
No, because he goes from Michigan State to Washington. That's his year. There's one free one where he's eligible immediately. Right. Then he gets to transfer again, and now you're going to forfeit your senior year of eligibility as far as being a scholarship player, right? Because that's what it all is still regulated around with eligibility. How many scholarships? Who's eligible for a scholarship? Well, with NIL, you're basically eliminating the need for scholarships now. You get a graduate transfer, he's paying bare minimum for classes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't need a scholarship. He getting NIL. He don't need a scholarship. He a graduate transfer preferred walk on. Like that's basically. I mean,
hey, look,
ain't that what Miro is?
Right. Maybe you need to be put in these roles with these big wigs because now you speaking nothing but facts.
Bro, we're dumbing it down, but let's get to the game, man. Like it makes sense. Listen, it just makes sense, man.
Listen, everybody. Now look, I can speak for the chat and saying this. Everybody has listened to this podcast first, but has went all around the world. Everybody knows the keys to success in this game, guys. Offensive line, gotta block this game. Defensive line, if you gonna come, commit. Wide receivers, do your thing. Explosive plays will be there. Let's be honest. Tennessee really hasn't faced the secondary hasn't really been challenged.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just call it spade a spade. So overall, limit the penalties. Offensive and defensive line, do what you're supposed to do. Everybody else, play your game. Play your game. These are the moments that you come to Alabama for. Players who used to say, I came to Bama for this reason. Put up or shut up. Final score, 31-21 Bama.
Okay, 31-21 Bama. Give me your offensive MVP for Alabama.
Oh, and this is gonna be funny. Everybody goes, I'm gonna say Milroe, but hear me out. I actually think Ryan Williams could take this game over. But that's not my MVP. Hear me out. Everybody expects us to go through the air. I want to see Jan Miller have a standout game. Baby. I want to see. Saban said we're gonna play smash mouth football. I'm gonna put my hand in this dirt and get upfield. I want to see Jan Miller over 100 yards, bro. Miller over 100 yards, brother. You control the clock because we ain't never been doing it. Control the time of possession. That's how we get beat. Flip it around. People say to beat Bama, you do what? Hold on to the ball. Let's go on these long drives. Why can't we do that?
You know what? Last game I saw us play calling wise. I saw us try to go into it in that third quarter. I saw us really try a few miscues in the offensive line and our zone blocking. Run zone blocking scheme. And I don't want y'all to get worried. It was definitely when Geno Vandermark was at right guard. I don't know what that rotation was for. I don't know if Jaden got hurt. I talked with the family. Didn't hear nothing about. I didn't hear nothing about something. I think that was just they got an 8-man rotation or 6-man rotation right now on the offensive line. Didn't hear nothing special about it. But Vandermark was in for those 3 plays in that first drive of the third quarter. Go back and watch the game, and we did not see effective run game. Jaden Roberts had 2 plays in the game where he got handled, and that's a quality defensive tackle at South Carolina. So you're going to see that sometimes. But the dude he's a 5th-year senior. The guy that he was going against, he was a 5th-year senior. They're projecting him to go early day 2 in the draft. So quality guy. You win some, you lose some. But Vandermark is not the answer. Let's not get to that rotation. I think we need to stick with our best 5 right now, offensive line-wise. We got guys that have had opportunities to create some experience, some opportunities for themselves. You got them ready. They're reliable backups. They're guys that you can adjust off of when you bring them in. You know what they're bringing to the table. And in this game, like you said, the trenches is going to be the most important. To me, the defensive line is the most important thing for this game. For us, if they can control the front, they can limit the run game and force, keep everything bottled up inside. It helps the linebackers. Hopefully, Jahad Campbell's shoulder injury is more bearable this week. Hopefully, he's able to out. And I want Justin Jefferson. He's 100%. He isn't listed on the injury report. I need him out there this game. Deontay Lawson, I need you on your game, bro. Like, come on. I haven't seen you consistently this whole season. You had 1, maybe 2 big hits this game, 2 big plays this whole season. I need you there this week, Lawson. And then back in, I think our secondary will perform very well against this young quarterback. Nico has a great arm. He's a great arm talent. Kane Womack dialing up the pressure is going to be key. We get pressure, we get home, which Tennessee has allowed. Nico is suspect against pressures at the college level right now. And I expected it. This is his first year full-time starter. I expected it. He's a great talent. He's going to have it next year. But this year, he's going to struggle. He's going to learn. He's going to get in the lab this offseason. He's probably going to start picking up after this game. He's probably going to start improving because he's starting to get more reps. So we catch him early. We get to see him, send the pressure. I'm going to go with a score of Alabama 38. And this is my final prediction. I know I keep dropping our score, but I think we really try to apply the tempo. So I'm going Alabama 38, Tennessee 17. I think they offense struggles this week. Their interior run game, that's one of our strengths, stopping the interior run game. We got to be, if we win that battle. What you got going on?
Nah, brother, just hey, listen, trying to close the door on Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought you was, don't be trying to climb up no ladders and stuff while you're on the phone with me. I'm not. But nah, 38, 17, Bama. And it doesn't look like a blowout, but it feels good. It feels like a controlled game, and Bama pulls away early third quarter to hold on to the lead in this game with the struggling young Nico this game. And I'm rocking with that, man. I'm rocking with that. Final thoughts, Curtis, as we get ready to transition, bro.
Final thoughts. Players, just understand. Stick to your keys. We can get the done.
Are you hungry? Hit the phone. Let me call him up. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
How about I say, man, my brother, I couldn't get my last one.
Nah, your face hit the phone. I ain't touched nothing. I'm on the
phone. Listen, I love you, baby. But look, guys, keys of the game, Alabama, play your game. Play controlled football. Make do with the time you have. Guys,
is that me or you?
That's you.
Who's calling my other phone? It must be important. They calling the red phone, Curtis. Hold on.
Hey, go ahead, baby.
Hold on. Stay on the line. Let's see. Oh, it ain't nobody. I ain't got it saved, so it ain't nobody. Look, it ain't
nah,
said.
but hey, look, if it ain't saved, we ain't got to answer.
We ain't got to answer.
So, guys, just like I said, as David said, make value for yourself. Long story short, it's going to come down to the O-line and D-line, man. If we control this game and we play at our pace, we'll be just fine.
100%.
If it guys, we're throwing haymakers the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But one haymaker is not, you got 4 quarters. One haymaker is not going to knock Tennessee out.
Mm-mm.
We got to play them all 4 quarters.
100%. 100%.
I think this game, we're going to play a complete game. And like I said, we got a lot more to prove. We just like Georgia in this thing. We lose, and we're going to need some help getting into this playoff. So I think Milrose says, I know what I need to do. I'm going to do it. Long story short.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, manager.
Hey, y'all, give me, hey, look, hey. Family, I love y'all. Give it up for Coach Smook, man.
Listen.
The only one out here doing what he got to do for all of us to be able to come on this platform and speak our truth. Smook, as a fan, as a manager, I love you, baby. It's more bigger things to come. For
sure, bro. For sure, man. And I appreciate you for joining in, man. And maybe we'll have a third jump on the show next week. Somebody that I know you're very fond of and very respect in this industry too. And he's also a brother of ours, man. And that's none other than the gentleman Kennington Lloyd Smith III, man, of The Athletic. I think we can get him on to have a conversation with us next Friday, man, especially being a home game, Missouri, sneaky team, somebody that he's very familiar with, got a few connects over there. So we could bring him on next week, man. And Curtis, I need you to do some manager stuff for me real quick, publicly. We got to find a Missouri content creator that I could play in the NCAA. I don't know if you watched me beat up on the Tennessee content creator, but it got ugly.
I got one for you. I got one for you. I see how hey, listen. He ain't trying to come on and get smacked like I be seeing you do.
Yeah.
I got pretty much every fan base in this city, but they're not gonna want to come on and play you.
Man, listen, I don't play to destroy though. That's the thing. I play realistic. So because I could have killed Travis. We jumped out to 28-0 on Travis. But I really think Alabama could do that against Tennessee at home. They could surprise Tennessee with the aggressive nature on both sides of the ball and jump out early, and then kind of slow it down and make a 38-17 game look like a 38-17 game. But really, it was a 42-0 game. We just slowed it down and didn't have to show much and played the field position game. They're going to score. They have an electric offense.
Remember, just like I told you about Bama in general. We can play like the first half we did against Georgia. That Bama team can show up if they lock in.
Yeah.
That could be our identity moving forward. We at the halfway point right now.
Right.
We can play like that every game. But sometimes us get complacent, say, I love the script in front of my helmet, everybody's going to respect it. Right. Nowadays, people don't. Nobody
does. We got to reestablish that. This is a new era. They want so bad for us to respect the new era. This is your opportunity to set the tone for the new era. Set some respect for the new era of that script. Hey, you know what? And that's why and we're not going to extend it, man. We're going to stay on schedule. But that's why when they were talking about changing uniform logo stuff, I'm a traditionalist. I love our tradition, but I would love to see something to exemplify a new era. Coach Saban did it. We accepted it when he did it. People not acknowledging that. Let's let Coach DeBoer and this new era of players, this new era of college football, this new era of Alabama football, let it get its own little separation. Bring the Block A logo back with a little twist. I've seen some mock-ups, and man, if we ever put that on the side of these helmets, oh my God, the fan base gonna shut up. They gonna love it. They gonna be happy. They're gonna be buying every shirt, every piece of apparel with that new Block A logo and that elephant edit on there. Oh my God, it's about to be crazy.
And listen, exactly how everybody would say, hey, y'all want to support NIL? If something like that happened, Alabama athletics would go crazy.
Yeah.
Because you would be rebranding for every team. It ain't just a football squad. Everybody would have a new
everybody.
Logo, a whole new facelift. And I mean, my thing is this: give Kalen DeBoer something to hang his hat on.
Mm-hmm.
And you do what you're supposed to this year. Let's just say he goes out, he wins a natty this year, and he had that as a real push, like, hey, I want to change this. Why not?
Right.
You brought us to a place that nobody thought. But
Right.
right now, we are in proven mode. Just like Georgia.
Bro, they let Saban, they gave Saban 07, 08, and then you saw what happened in 09. Everybody saw what happened in 09. Between 2010 and 2014, Alabama has spent more in facilities, and everything. They had spent more in funding. They had been donated more in funding. They had been contributed more in funding than the whole history of the program during that span.
But the simple fact is because what?
Because we were winning.
We were winning. That's why I said us fans are so spoiled. We're used to somebody like a Saban that we say, oh, we'll blow this team out about 40. If the us fans said Saban was an anomaly and looked at the college landscape not with crimson and white, we would say what?
Curtis, I got some comments I want you to react to on the way out, man. Real quick. You know, I incited this uniform change conversation, right? I just incited this. So listen to some of this. Listen to some of these ideas. Bring the black and crimson unis. Ooh.
Can you imagine all black then a crimson helmet?
Oh my God.
Ooh.
With just crimson with crimson and white stitched letters and numbers.
Lettering.
Oh my God.
What all white uni?
White color rush uni with the white helmet and the block A logo.
Listen, we gonna get fired or put out because we couldn't go in no meeting like this. Like, y'all, they gonna be like, are y'all crazy?
Get the hell out, sir. That's what they gonna tell me. They gonna be like, get the hell out.
And as soon as we get kicked out, they gonna say,
hey, that was a great idea.
Go work on that right now. Go work on that right now.
Get your downstairs. Get your downstairs, and you draw that right now. You hear me?
They're gonna be like, hey, look, as soon as we did it, as soon as we won our credit, they gonna say,
where was you all? Where was you? Where was there? Where was there?
We came up with that. We don't know y'all. Who is that? Who is that?
Oh God.
Coach Smook and who? Who is that guy?
Man, hey,
Get him out of here.
they better learn. They better learn. But all right, Curtis, man, I appreciate you for real, bro, man. You already know it's always a vibe when we come on, man.
Always, brother. But like I said, man, we all love Coach Smook. Continue to support the network, buy the merch. Hey, listen, just like I told you, I'm having fully enjoying the family after these bills are paid, guys. I promise.
Yeah.
I will be great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, big bro.
Like I said, we love you, baby. You got bigger things ahead of you. Hey, keep the people behind you and don't let them tug on them shoestrings, guys. Love Smook, love y'all, AAA family, love y'all, mom, dad. Y'all are the truth. Continue to be the fathers and mothers that y'all need to be. Be the parents, be the friends. Guys, let's continuously support this page.
100%, bro. I appreciate you, man. And roll tide, bro.
Roll tide, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all. Real quick. We got one in the chat, y'all. We got a. Oh, Lordy Jesus. Oh, Lordy Jesus. We got one. He done finally showed his head. The devil done showed his head. We ain't had a fair weather fan comment all stream. Lord Jesus, you just couldn't stay. Just couldn't stay hidden, could you? Just couldn't just rubberneck. You just had to. That fair weatherness was just oozing out you. He couldn't wait. Let me read this comment real quick. Let me read this comment. Let me turn the horn off, y'all. Y'all know we gotta crank it up. We got fair weather fan report. Fair weather fan checking in. Welcome in, fair weather fan empowerment hour. Thank you. Combat crime in the neighborhood. You need to be combating fair weather fandom in the Bama fan base. That's what you need to be combating with all this fair weatherness that you bring into the table. But we're gonna talk about it. My boy said Bama is not winning a natty until they replace Kane Womack with Deshae Townsend. What leads you to say such vague and inaccurate claims? What leads you to make such vague and inaccuracies of claims? Like, bro,
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, do you wake up every morning as a Bama fan and just want to complain? Yeah, sound the alarm, y'all. Sound the alarm. We got us a fair weather fan in the chat. We got us a fair weather fan in the chat. He always pull up, or she, whatever, empowerment hour, whoever you are. Why do you have to whine every time you say something about Bama? Are you really a Bama fan? Are you really a Bama fan? That's my question. Because, bro, the game ain't even kicked off yet and you already crying. You already crying. So what are we even talking about? Crying, bro. It's sad too, man. You wouldn't expect somebody that claims to be a fan to be crying as much as he do. Like, it's borderline sickening because you be in other chats talking as if you're a real fan. Oh, Jinsky, you petty for that one. Kane Womack is smart in those defense too. I'm not even gonna get into it. Y'all can handle them in the chat today. I don't got time for fair weatherness today. My body just can't. I can't take it. My stomach can't stomach a fair weather fan energy today. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, man. Hey, come on, bro. Carolyn even sound. You know it's bad when Carolyn sounding the alarm on you. But right after this break, y'all. Right after this, we're gonna get into our calling segment. I'll talk calling segment, and y'all could call in and address the fair weatherness if y'all want to. But let's talk some Alabama, Tennessee. Don't worry about fair weatherness. Let's say the fair weatherness for the fair weather fan report. Somebody get screenshots of the fair weather comment. Send it, post it in Discord. Post it that comment in Discord, and we're gonna put it on our fair weather fan report today. And make sure Empowerment Hour. I need somebody right now in the Discord to comment. Make sure you comment Empowerment Hour. Add them to the fair weather fan list. MJ, that's your job. Keep track of all these fair weather fans, bro. All these fair weather fans. These fair weather fans. Get your list together, bro. We need to keep track of them. We got to get this list together and make sure we got the right hit list out here because we need to keep our community rid of this fair weatherness. So I thank y'all for being here today. Right after this, we're gonna get into the phone lines. Y'all get ready to call in, man. Say your name and put me in the game, coach. And we're gonna get into that conversations about Alabama, Tennessee right after these messages. Thank y'all for being here today. While we're here, thank you for being a member. If you're a member of the AAA family, thank you for being a member. This message is for you. And then, like I said, we won't be running our merch promo, but y'all know we got merchandise available. There are some items, some of the new white letter items, our premier items are already available at the same link. Go look at the white letter lineup. Red letter lineup going to stay available to November 1st. We can't shut it down to November 1st. So go check it out. New white letter lineup is up. Go check it out. Y'all really, I'm telling y'all don't want to miss it. Mods, provide that link for them while we thank our current AAA members for being members, and shout out to our sponsors. Thank y'all.
Welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you have access to all the behind-the-scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel. Backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with Outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook, it will be preferred. And we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions and welcome to the family. AAA SOS.
talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time. But I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Yeah, let's get it, baby. Y'all ready for this call-in segment, man? I'm ready. This is our new call-in segment, Talk Your Talk call-in segment music. Let me know if y'all like this. Let's run it for a few seconds. Y'all ready? We ain't did one today. The dance party. Y'all ready? Turn up in the chat. Two hands. All right, calm down, y'all. It's Friday. We lit. It's Friday. We lit. Y'all like that call-in music? Hey, 334-625-1121. The phone line is now open. 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, put me in the game, coach, and I'll get you in the game so you can talk, share your thoughts. Alabama versus Tennessee. And if you're not a Alabama or Tennessee fan, we can talk about your team. I know we got Darius in the chat. You call in, talk about Georgia. We'll talk about Georgia and Texas. I think it's going to be a great game. It's a lot of great matchups this weekend. I think you got Texas A&M and Arkansas this weekend. I think that's a sneaky good one that we should be able to watch. Or is it LSU and somebody else? I can't remember. Y'all know who the first caller is, man. First call on the line. Let's get him on the line. Let's get it.
Call from
Zachary put me in the game, coach.
Yo, Zach, what's good, my boy? You in the game? Talk your talk, man.
Man, this weekend's going to be fire. I'm telling you, I'm excited for this game, actually. Yes, is Tennessee going to get play their best game against us? Of course. Are we going to have to come out and execute our game plan and have accountability and intensity and effort? Of course.
Yep.
But I think we can do it this week. You know, because we've proved it. The only week we haven't seen it was against Vandy, but that was, you know, specifically due to the effect of the style of offense that they ran. You know, that kind of gave us trouble and fits, you know. So, but overall, I think we're going to do what we got to do to win tomorrow, and give Nico all the credit in the world. Nico is a good quarterback and can light us up if we don't play to how we expect him or expect our defense to play. You know, so I mean, you can't take him for granted just because he struggled the last 2 weeks. You know, but yeah, because he's a 5-star talent, I believe, and so he's very talented, a very talented player, and I wish him the best of luck. You know, and I've told you, you know, the Oklahoma game would tell me a lot about him and how he's gonna do this season, and it told me everything I needed to know. If you pressure him, you know, he's liable to make mistakes, which that's any quarterback. But with him, it flusters him. He gets flustered, you know, and don't think straight and don't hold on to the ball. You know, if he, you can touch him and he'll fumble the ball. You know, kind of like Milroe, you know, which Milroe's getting better at it, but still, you know, there's things that Milroe has to work on too, you know. But yeah, my most exciting matchup is to see how our quarterbacks and safeties match up with Tennessee's wide receivers. You know, because in 2022, you know, they burnt us. the same player burned us 5 times. Or, well, actually 9, but he scored on 5 of them.
Right.
So they went to him over and over and over again. We could not stop it. Not stop it. No matter what we done, we could not stop it. Hopefully, this time around we do a better job this time around.
Bet that, Zach. Bet that. So, kind of to direct the conversation, man, to get into this game. What do you see happening, especially for I think the matchup that I want to more so see prevalent from my eyes is how our offensive line handles their pass rush. You kind of talked on it.
Right.
I have my viewpoint of how we suffice that. Run at the defensive ends. You run at them, you lean on your run game, you get your big bodies on those defensive ends, keeping them, make them stand up, make them run into contact. Don't let them get free. You give them a step, it is going to be trouble. What do you think needs to happen, and who's going to be the most effective in making that happen?
And this is my opinion. I think Caden Proctor will be fun on his side, but I think because Elijah Pritchett is new and hasn't really gone up, and I'm not saying South Carolina's defensive ends weren't good, but I think Tennessee's defensive ends are a little better than South Carolina's from what I have seen, or not necessarily better, but more experienced. Let me put it like that. So I think we'll have to give Elijah Pritchett a little help with like either CJ Dupree or Robbie Oots or somebody that can, or one of our tight ends that can block. That's a efficient blocker to help in the run scheme. Our wide receivers will have to block their linebackers and cornerbacks and safeties. Just overall, our whole group has to block well for our run game to have success.
100%.
And so, but yes, I think our offensive line can do it, and I know Caden Proctor can do it because he did it last year. Different blocking scheme, but still, he was able to do it in the second half against the same defensive ends. So what makes me believe he can't do it this year?
100%, man. 100%. So we got a minute left on the call, Zach. Defensively, we know that Tennessee wants to get into their run game. They want to lean on Dylan Sampson and try to open it up to create space for Nico. Our interior run game has played solid at points. We've seen some inconsistencies with the personnel groupings and keeping guys who are actually producing out there. What's something that you think this defensive play calling wise and personnel wise we're going to see to help nullify this run game so that we can get Nico in positions where we've seen him make some young quarterback mistakes? And I mean, last week against Florida, they should have had 3 or 4 picks against Nico. What do you see happening for our defense to get into that? And like I said, we got a minute and a half. We got people ready to call in, Zach.
Right. Okay. Our defensive line has to be more aggressive. And I'm not saying winning on every single play, but I'd say, 70-30 split. And our linebackers, when they're called upon to run and fill the holes, they need to come down, fill their holes, their gaps, and make tackles.
Right.
And I expect, and this is my opinion, I think Clay Russol's going to have a big game because we've seen what he's done on the edge, and I think him moving to that inside might linebacker position, I think that gives him more capability for his skill to use his skill sets. And we'll see, but in my opinion, it allows him to be more aggressive because he can use his speed more in coverage, use his speed to fill the gaps, make tackles, get in the backfield, pressure the quarterback. I expect if Campbell plays, I expect him to be more aggressive. I know he's nursing a shoulder injury, so that's why I'm saying if he plays, because if it's bothering him as bad as it seems like it has been in the last couple of games, I would prefer him to sit out than to keep playing and just aggravate it more and it affects him all season, to where he can't be a true threat in the run game like he was early on in the season.
Right. So final score prediction, Zach, and then you already know what time it is.
I've really been thinking about it. I'm going 35-21.
35-21.
About a 14-point win. And it really depends on our defense. If our defense can come out and play how we expect them to play, then I think that's a very accomplished score.
100%, Zach. Well, you already know what time it is, man. Tomorrow kickoff show, we're gonna have y'all already know the Zach Carlin. We got to have our pregame hype. So tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in for the kickoff show so y'all can get hype, man. Get hype for Zach. With Zach, he's the community hype man for our pregame. So we'll get the Zach special tomorrow morning. But Zach, I appreciate you for calling in today, man. Anything you want to say to the family before we let you off the line?
Roll Tide, and I'm gonna address the fan weather fan real quick. If Deshaun Thompson or whoever it is, if he was on Kalen DeBoer's radar, he would have been hired and not Kane Wommack. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Roll Tide, my AAA family. Roll Tide, Coach Smook. I'll talk to y'all in the morning and expect a little surprise in the morning.
For sure, Zach. 100%. Roll Tide, my guy.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. You heard what he said. Fairweather Fan Empowerment Hour come in. You know what? Is viewers like Empowerment Hour. They just come over here to stir y'all up, man. They don't ever bring no real quality to the chat. So we're gonna stop acknowledging them, man. And as soon as you see, I'm giving all my moderators the green. As soon as we get some fair weather confirmation from our fair weather analyst, Wizzle Man and MJ, drop a comment. So if these two guys, and we gotta add some ladies to the chat, to that fair weather chat too, the fair weather team. I need to give out some fair weather detectors to our team. We got Wizzle Man, he's part of that staff. Then we also have my guy, the Kinesis is on that staff, and MJ. Right now, we need some ladies to volunteer to get on the fair weather detection, fair weather deterrent team, FDT, fair weather deterrent team. We actually, as a matter of fact, that design, I got the idea. Oh Lord, hey, one of my HQ people, put this in the CSN HQ for me. FDT, fair weather deterrent team. Fair weather deterrent team, FDT. Hey, nah, MJ, I just need you on your job, brother. We need fair weathers. We need fair weathers to be exposed. Okay, that's all. We just need to be aware. I need my eyes. I need y'all eyes. I need y'all on the front line, detecting any fair weatherness amongst us. Empowerment Hour. All he do is come in and cry, and then he leave. And then he go to the other channels where they let him cry, where they accept that crybaby mess, and they just complain, right? And I'm gonna keep going at Jance. I heard Jance Sports trying to call us out, crying. Boy, that crying, boy, that boy be crying so much. Man, what can I do this? This defense is just not it. This 4-2-5 thing. Boy, all that crying, boy, you better stop, Jance. Fire you up, boy. They sell reading glasses at Dollar General, I know. All that squinting. Come on camera. Stop hiding. Let's see that crying face. Mister, you supposed to be a Bama fan. I want smoke, man. I ain't gonna lie. I want smoke. I want smoke with all the fair weather content creators. I want smoke. I just do. I don't care. I want smoke. I just do. I just want smoke. But shout out to all the viewers in the chat. We got 78 in the chat on YouTube. We got 74 in the chat on Twitter. We got 4 in the chat on YouTube. That's what's up, man. You ain't no diehard Alabama fan. You ain't no diehard Alabama fan. Because if we ain't stopped nobody, then we would have lost 2 more. We would have lost 2 games. Vanderbilt would have beat us. Vanderbilt beat us. They had a good game, and then South Carolina would have beat us. Stop crying. I'm about to put you in the corner. Crying with your crying. All that damn crying is inexcusable. Oh yeah, Darius. You a Georgia fan and you even know it, and that's one of my boys. That's one of my boys. Embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to see some of these podcasters and content creators go live after we have a tough game and cry the way they do. It's embarrassing to see some of these former players who put on the jersey and they're so caught up on their lores and what they don't see the game of college football changing. Because if some of them were given thousands of dollars to play at the college level and some of the freedom that these players were given, they would be in worse predicament. Man, you got to think, we had players on Bama roster during Saban era that were smoking Black and Miles. Imagine giving them money in today's day and age. With the access to marijuana and legal CBD, right? And how cool that is, the access to narcotics and how cool that is, giving players money and having those distractions out. Bro, y'all better be glad it's social media distractions instead of that. Y'all forget the late 80s and early 90s when players was pissing hot, snorting powder. See, this is how I know you don't know crap. This is how I know you don't know crap. Because the person that they wanted, the initial prospect, the candidate for the job, they didn't want to deal with the recruiting. They didn't want to deal with recruiting in the SEC. K Womack was up for the job. And the kids love this scheme. They love the wolf and bandit position, how it plays in this scheme. So shut up. Somebody put them in. I'm tired of them. Put the Fairweather in timeout. Put the Fairweather in timeout. The phone line is open. 334 Fairweather. If you want to talk, you got to call in on the line. Empowerment Hour. And if you call in and don't say your YouTube handle, if you say some random name, if y'all ain't no frequent caller, you better make sure you say I'm not Empowerment Hour. Put me in the game. Because if I think it's Empowerment Hour, if you don't say it's Empowerment Hour, when you call in, you ain't getting on the line. Put your name on it. All this crying you doing in the chat, we tired of seeing it. I want to hear it. Put him in timeout. I'm tired of him. What's man? We got him. I know you showed up late. We got him already. We already didn't identify him. I wish it was a way for me to put a tag on their name when they pop up in the chat, so I can know the Fairweather fans when they pop up. Like, I wish I was able to color coordinate to see the Fairweather fans. I can't put them as moderators because then they get too much close. They get too much control over the chat. They be muting folks and stuff. Already crying. But 334-625 Empowerment Hour. I know you still out there rubbernecking and watching, even though you can't talk. Or type. You can call in and talk. Come on. 157 in the chat. We got 80 in the chat live on YouTube, 77 in the chat on Twitter. Thank y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all drop the likes. Another thing, man, let's kind of talk some numbers while we wait for somebody to call in. I wish I wasn't at work right now. Some numbers, man. I'm gonna pull up some stats here. And let's just look at the history of this game, man, in this rivalry Yeah, and everybody knows third Saturday in October is definitely the only real rivalry I feel like we got left. I think the new rivalry, as far as the emotion around the game, is Georgia. You know, they're not a historic rival or anything like that. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. Let me pull this up right here. Man, that boy, empowerment hour. Them crybaby fans. And y'all, I found out who Jay the GOAT is, man. Y'all remember in Bama football on YouTube chat, there used to be a dude coming there named Javarius Cole or something like that. That's Jay the GOAT. That's Jay the GOAT. He changed his name. Yeah, he thought I wasn't gonna find out. See, we be having folks out here like doing CI stuff, like PI type junk. Like, don't be playing with Coach Smook Network. You be trying to sound tough on the internet and mess around and pull up and RVB outside your spot. Stop playing, man. 49 likes and 80 viewers. Hit the like button. Hold up, timeout. I ain't doing another doggone. Why we got so many few likes, man? Drop the likes on the stream. Drop the likes on the stream. That's cold-blooded. All y'all rubbernecks, y'all being disrespectful now. Y'all just being spiteful at that point. When we got 49 likes on the stream, drop the likes, man. Drop the likes on the stream. We working hard out here. We working hard. Let's get them likes up. Let me pull something up real quick so I could check out my stuff, man. Cause y'all playing 49 likes. I slick want to click on Ty's page to see if he got them boys over there crying this morning. Y'all know they had the crying pound on Friday mornings. 2,238 subscribers, man. 2 more subscribers will be at 2,240. 60 more will be at 2.3K. Growing daily, y'all. Every day we getting new subscribers on the channel. 9 away from 60. Let's go. Hey, 51. Yeah, y'all go ahead and run it up. Y'all playing. All right, let's get into this debate. I just want to bring that up so Tennessee fans, as they pull up, they could be reminded of how trash they program is. I just need them to know it. All right, so I know they like the 4-2-5, but this team is built for the 3-4 defense. Too many linebackers and D linemen. That's not true. And that's why I be saying, like, bro, shut up. You don't know football. Too many D linemen, bro. You got 4-2-5. You can have four. You could have if you look at the schematic. If you look at how you write it, 4-2-5. When you break down the levels, the 4 stands for the defensive lineman. The 2 stands for the linebackers. The 5 stands for the DBs. That's your personnel. The base formation of that, you would have 4 defensive linemen, 4 guys on the defensive front, 2 guys at the linebacker position, and 5 guys in the secondary. 5 defensive backs, right? Personnel wise, the scheme, the multiple set is how we set ours up. We run basically 3-3-5 personnel in a 4-2-5 formation scheme or set alignment. So y'all keep talking about 4-2-5 is the personnel, it's the alignment. It's not necessarily the scheme. Players got to make tackles. You keep talking about the 4-2-5. We are running the same thing personnel wise. We're running the same thing schematic wise as Coach Saban. We're just switched up the personnel. We got more edge rush ability out there. We got smaller linebackers that have to play a big defensive end role that have the capability. You got hybrid linebackers that can play in coverage and get to the quarterback. Like, it's crazy. And you see, and Davin, this is why I like when you call in and talk football. He runs a lot of eye fronts, which is the reason you run a lot of eye fronts is set your defensive lineman up to shoot gaps. It makes offensive linemen reach. Eye fronts mean that guys are going to shade the gaps in between the holes. I mean, they're going to shade the holes. They're either going to shade the inside or outside shoulder with your eye front. And that forces offensive linemen to overextend on steps and also to reach, which gives you leverage. So an aggressive play calling defensive coordinator can not just get you to slant in gaps, but get guys to reach and get off balance. And you supplement that with your linebackers. Your linebackers have to be disciplined and filling. So Darius, you don't get put in timeout, man. Don't get put in timeout, not talking right. And Shanae, what's up, sis? Welcome in, baby. Welcome in, sis. Good to see you. It's all nickel. I mean, they don't listen. They don't listen, man. And Darius is he. I don't think he really watches football. He's a professional troll. He's a professional troll. Yeah, but I truly feel like Tim Keenan don't have no business playing a 3 technique. Why not? Why not? Head up on a guard. Why not? He's already going to demand a double team. We got a caller on the 9, 773. Let's see who it is.
Call from.
It's Darius, Fairweather fan, Alabama.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Darius, you on the line.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Let's talk for real football now, man.
Is this Darius Fountain?
You already know, man.
Let me turn the music off, Darius. Hold on. Let me turn the music off. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water too. Hold on. Everybody be calm. That's because y'all know this. Hold on, Darius. Hold on. Don't say that. Let us build up our tolerance for what's about to happen. Give us a second, Darius. Give us a second. Well, let us take a moment. All right. You just let's see what your background noise sound like for a second. All right. Give it about 30 seconds. All right. Starting now.
You already know I'm listening to my first tape.
Oh man, he can't even do that right. Bad dog. Darius, go ahead, man. What's on your mind, man? Talk to me, bro.
Man, I'm going to talk about the 4-4-2-5 defense, man. I know you say it's a good defense, but man, to me, in my opinion, I feel that defense is more for like Pac-12 offenses. It's more for like a spread. It's too many DBs. You can't have 5 DBs in the SEC. Why you think Bama defense keep getting ranked though? And I told you last week or 2 weeks ago that whoever is that Wolf linebacker, that's the way that the team's gonna run. Now go back and watch the tape. How many times South Carolina ran that way towards the Wolf linebacker?
4. And each one of those rushes was for negative plays. The effectiveness is when you're able to pin and turn our bandit. Most people are going to go towards the bandit. Your bandit is your bigger, slower linebacker. You put a Wolf in space, that's what makes the defense so extravagant. That's what gives you the advantage in defending the run game. You're putting a faster linebacker, a bigger body that's bigger than a DB. You're putting them down on the defense end. You're causing the tackle to reach. You're causing the tight end to take on a edge rusher / cover guy that has those skill sets that give him the advantage. That's what makes the personnel part give you the advantage in 4-2-5. Hold on, I got to rewind, but because you said it's made for the Pac-12. Michigan just ran this defense last year and won a national championship. Coach Saban has had 5 DBs on the field for 60% of play calling during his whole. I mean, it was never a year where he didn't have. Even when he first came in, he had DBs running on the field and playing as the 4th linebacker in his traditional 3-4 scheme.
But they had elite defensive linemen. Alabama don't have an elite defensive lineman.
Why don't they have an elite defensive lineman?
Who on the D line? That's
Tim Keenan, Tim Smith, James Smith is emerging. What do you mean? Tim Keenan is projected to go 1st round. Tim Smith is an early 2nd round, a day 2 pick.
Elite is Deion Walker from Kentucky. Elite is Mason Graham from Michigan. Those are elite D linemen.
Anytime you got a guy that garners double teams, he's elite, bro. Tim Keenan garners double teams and is still 2nd in the team or 3rd on the team in tackles for loss. And for everybody that's saying that our D line is bad, Alabama's tackle for loss numbers.
The D line not bad. They got depth. Like it's a lot of good guys.
So what do you not understand what you're saying?
No, but I'm saying good and elite is different. Like good means you got a lot of good. Like you got depth. Elite is somebody like a Jonathan Allen. There's not a Jonathan Allen on that D line.
If I got 9 step downs from Jonathan Allen's, if I got 9 of those on my roster, I would rather have 9 of those than one of them than one Jonathan Allen, because now teams can scheme to shut down Jonathan Allen. And now we got a problem. So your point of not having an elite D line is voided at that point, because now there's no drop off in production. If I could throw out 9 people and get the same production, and we're getting pressure on the quarterback, we're stopping the run game with this. Man, you don't need a game changer when you got 9 people being effective. No, you don't. No, you don't need one game changer. When you got 9 guys that could get to the quarterback at any time, at any point in time in the game, you don't need a game changer. Any one of them could change the game. That's the point.
What's Bama ranking in rushing defense? In sacks?
In sacks?
Yeah.
Go look it up. I don't know. Somebody pull it. Go look it up.
Somebody in the chat for me.
I know our overall run defense efficiency is outside the top 50 right now because of Vanderbilt and the second half of the Georgia game. Our overall deficient stats, but you look at the yards per carry average against Alabama, 3.3 right now. With the amount of yards, amount of attempts is not necessarily the defense. It's not that we don't have a run defense. It's penalties. You extending drives. You're giving teams 19 plays on a drive, 11 plays on a drive.
To me, Alabama is no reason why Alabama shouldn't be like top 10 nationally in defense. It's too much talent. Like depth. Like you got guys. I feel like what's up with Keon Keeley? Like I don't know if he's not in his playbook or where's Jaleel Hurley? Like where's all these guys who had the hype? Like if they not in their playbooks, or are they just not good enough? Like
I don't think you understand the schematics of this 4-2-5 that Kane Wommack ran. You're talking about a coach that was at Indiana, top 10 run defense, top 15 pass defensive.
I know. I watched some
you watched them. You watch his defense at Alabama be a top 25 defense, and they played against 4 top 50 offenses last year at South Alabama, and still he comes to Alabama, the University of Alabama, where the skill level he's going against is going to be up. It's going to be amped up a lot. The talent level is amped up a lot. And he's still able to maintain the same numbers. He's still able to maintain the same numbers.
Outside of Georgia, they haven't faced nobody, no elite offense.
What do you mean? Georgia's offense ain't elite. What do you mean? What do you mean? Has Georgia scored over 40 points this season? Against an SEC, they haven't scored more than 40 points in conference play. Stop it. Your defense is trash.
Okay,
you got one more stupid comment, and I'm hanging up on you.
But look. But even if you say Georgia defense, offense ain't elite, they haven't faced elite offense all season, and they still ain't a top 10 defense.
Who?
Alabama.
What do you mean? Vanderbilt has been averaging 30. Vanderbilt is averaging more than Georgia. You know that, right? You know that Vanderbilt's offense is averaging more points a game than Georgia. They're also averaging Vanderbilt
on the neutral field. Who will win, Georgia or Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt. Your defense, your run game is horrible. Do you not understand that Justice Haynes and Jam Miller both they averaged over 5 yards per carry? Stop it. Do you not understand that Justice Haynes and Jam
running backs, right?
I'm tired of your yapping. This Georgia fans does not understand that Justice Haynes and Jam Miller both average over 4 yards per carry against them, right? Jalen Milroe had majority of the carries. We saw his average per carry 4.6 yards per carry. He had over 100 rushing yards against Georgia. And you're trying to tell me a triple option, a spread option offense that's giving everybody fits? Kentucky, the most efficient run defense in the SEC in the country right now. Vanderbilt gave them fits with a quarterback on a bad knee. And they wouldn't have gave Georgia, who gave up our inconsistent run game, gave up over 150 rushing yards total. Get the hell out of here. Vandy will dog walk UGA in a neutral field, a neutral game. UGA's defense is not great. Their offense, he said UGA's offense is elite. Other than Georgia, UGA offense is just as good as Wisconsin. Shut the hell up, Darius. Don't call in on this mug talking no more scheme. You don't talk football ever again. 917, you on the line.
Call from
JB, put me.
JB, what's up, bro? You in the game.
What's good, player?
Man, you already seen it. This boy Darius, I don't know why I even answer the phone, man. I don't even know why. Do he got a badge yet? Darius got a badge yet? Darius, you can't call in until you get a badge from now on.
I just want to know. He said that our defense is not elite, right? Our defense is the Pac-12, so that would make Georgia trash then.
No, he said the defense that we run is made for the Pac-12. He didn't say our defense wasn't elite. With that point, now you got to separate the points. He said we don't have any elite defensive linemen. When you got a first-round draft pick in Tim Keenan, you got a close first-round draft pick in Tim Smith. You got a true sophomore, redshirt freshman, sophomore on the field, James Smith, who's leading in tackle for losses right now for our team, I believe. And then you also got guys like, defensive linemen. We're talking about a defensive end, Ja Latham. We got LT Overton, who's literally finished a tackle. He's elite. He's getting to the quarterback. Highest quarterback pressure rate in the SEC right now. Highest quarterback pressure rate defensive ends right now in the SEC. LT Overton.
No, the reason why I made that point in saying Georgia's trash because the only reason why Darius brought up the Pac-12 because we look down on the Pac-12, right? There's a reason why I went that point. I understand what he was trying to say, but you said the wrong thing. If we don't have an elite, Will Anderson, because Will Anderson was elite, right? I would say Will Anderson was elite. Dallas Turner was elite that we had on the squad. But when you start focusing on those guys, don't you eliminate those elite players?
Man,
like,
when you eliminate
like
a
Jenkins
pass
on
rusher,
LSU,
when you eliminate a Dallas Turner, when you eliminate a Will Anderson, when you scheme up to eliminate that causes problems for any team. Ask LSU
Exactly.
why they got your boy, I forget the young man's name, playing Perkins. They got Sam Perkins playing inside linebacker, trying to free him up for when they dial up blitzes. He's athletic, put him in space. They're putting him back on the edge because they want to be able to put him in situational pass rush situations. So
for him to impact the game.
Yes, you got to have him on the field to impact the game. So if you line him up at edge the whole game, he's not able to be impactful because we're able to scheme up and double team. We're able to chip him, do all that stuff, put him in space at linebacker. Now we got a chance for him to still be impactful. He could spy, he could get out of the cover running back. That's what they do. So when you talk about not having the right personnel, that's a lie, Darius. That's how I know you don't know football. And Davin made the point earlier. South Carolina and Vanderbilt did not run at our Wolves. They ran at our Bandits. We supplemented not having true defensive linemen on the field. You bring a bandit. That's your big defense end / linebacker. You put two of those on the field, and you saw the problems it caused. But you saw Quay Rusar. You saw Q-Rob get out there as Wolves. Your guys that's 6'2" to 6'5", 235 to 255, 245, 265, somewhere around that area, and they're able to move. They're able to get in space. Their lateral speed and quickness is better than what you would get from a defensive end, but they're also able to seal the edge. That's when you see the effectiveness. The Wolves have performed better in run containment than our Bandits have when we had the double bandit set. So I don't know what Darius has seen. I don't know what some of the fan bases have seen. I just think we need to become more consistent in our personnel. JB, give me your thoughts on this weekend's game, man. I'm tired of talking about Darius and his crack analysis. That's what we're gonna call it because you got to be on crack.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. This week. Well, first of all, I don't want to see us coming out slow. We can't do that. Neyland is going to be rocking 3:30, 7:30, noon game. It don't matter. Bama's coming to town, so you already know they're going to be on edge. They're going to be on 10. We can't have what I really want to see with this game is we have to be disciplined. We really do. We can't be giving them extra drives. We can't be doing uncharacteristic trades and getting stupid penalties. That's going to kill us. We're going to be able to have to control the ball, and I'm going to go back to the week 4 or week 5 when we played Vandy. We got to sustain drives. We might not have to score on every single drive, but let them know that we're able to be versatile by holding the ball. We could do the hurry up. We could run the ball. We could pass, future reads, make them work. If they're going to get us off the field, they got to work. We can't just give them the game or let them believe that they have this game. We got to take this game away from them. I think we win. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. I say we win 35-26 or 35-24 in that range, in that area. I don't know if we're doing MVPs right now.
Yeah. MVPs, offensive, defensive.
Offense. I'm gonna look for Bernard this week. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Bernard might have a good game this week. I think everybody's really focusing on Ryan. I think Bernard might have a good week. I don't know if Law's coming back yet, but I think
he's back.
Have a good week.
He's back. Him and Kobe are back.
I think Bernard's going to have a good week because when Law is out there, that blocking from our wide receivers in that running game picks up a lot better.
Right.
Defense. Defense. Maybe LT. He's due. I think LT is due. This is a good game to do it.
Yeah.
I think LT is due for have a good game. Maybe like 2 sacks, 2 or 3 tackles for loss. I think he's due. I think our D-line is like really due to show people that we can play this game. We know how to play it. Y'all know how to take the blueprint from us, so we're gonna show you how to do it. I think our D line steps up this week.
Okay.
Other than that, empowerment. I don't even want to. He another fan. I'm decided to go off on this one. He's another fan, like we all know who else is another fan. He's not a fan of Bama. He's a fan of Kalen DeBoer. So you're not a fan of Bama. You're a fan of Kalen DeBoer. It's not safe in this chat, bro.
It's not.
I'm gonna let all y'all know. If you're not with the Tide, y'all can go to the left. Y'all can go to the right. Don't stay in this community because we're stupid when it comes to our community. We're gonna ride, win or lose. But when you keep coming in here talking about I'm a KD fan and KD, then shut up, bro. For real. Empowerment for the neighborhood. What neighborhood are you empowering?
The Fairweather fan neighborhood.
Get out of here, bro.
FWF. He lives at 1 FWF Drive. He got the big White House with the pink doorknobs. It's 1 Fairweather Fan Drive.
It's no longer fair. They some windshield wipers, bro. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all windshield wipers now on. Y'all just some fans. Y'all Wally World fans. I don't got time for that. Don't come in here with the BS. Don't come in here. If you're gonna come in here, we don't mind y'all coming in. Let's let y'all know this. We don't mind other trolls coming here, but just talk sense.
Mm-hmm.
When you start talking nonsense, that's when I'm just gonna start looking at you like, all right, get the hell up out of here, for real. But today's Friday. It's a beautiful day. I just watched my oldest give a little poem performance at her school, so it was beautiful. About to drink the rest of my coffee. My wife said Roll Tide, you already know.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my sister T.
We're going to roll it down. We're going to hold it down over here, and I'll see y'all later.
Roll Tide, JB. Appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Hey, y'all. So that's going to be the end of our first segment, our first calling segment of the day. Well, our second calling segment of the day. We got one more Talk Your Talk segment, and we're gonna be able to get into it and dive into the final thoughts. Well, no, we won't do that today. I'm tripping. Let me look at the schedule again. Let me get the schedule back up on here tomorrow. I mean, for the show today. So we sitting right here man, we on time today. Look at us. Won't he do it? Staying on schedule today. So appreciate JB for calling in. Thank y'all, man. For real. Now, we're going to transition to our last segment of the day, where we're going to kind of just talk some more college football games this season and final thoughts here on the Alabama-Tennessee game. I really think our defense has the opportunity to showcase what this defense is really set up to do. The offense that we're going to see, this not necessarily the play calling style, but this spread and how people want to move with tempo, changing it up. This is what we're going to see probably the rest of the season. Probably what the rest of the season is going to look like as far as offense, how offenses want to attack our defense, and how Kane Womack adjusts this game, and Colin Hitchler with our secondary, our free safeties, and how they adjust this game is going to be very important. And then with Kane Womack, he's also the inside linebacker coach, man. I want to see them be a lot more effective this week. And I want to see, we have to see Justin Jefferson out on the field this week, and hopefully, preferably, everybody's healthy. He stays healthy, and he can be out there and be effective. We probably won't have Yanzi Pierre, which has been playing some crazy good spot minutes. But Keanu Colt, I look for him to be kind of like an emerging game changer. Damon Payne, I look for a big game from him. If I had to give y'all my final score again, I'm going 38 Bama, 38 Tennessee 17, 38 Bama, Tennessee 17, and I'm going with for my offensive MVP. I'm going to go with none other than the Parker Brailsford. And you know what? My MVP is going to be Jaden Roberts. I'm gonna go with Jaden Roberts. James Pierce's side, they like to get him rushing from that left side a lot. You know, if you're looking from a defensive line, the right side of our offensive line, he's going to be attacking them a lot. Jaden Roberts is going to get a lot of stunt action from James Pierce. I know they're going to look at the film and see how Jaden Roberts is so aggressive. Sometimes it gets him off balance. How patient can Jaden Roberts be in pass pro this week is going to be how effective our pass protection will be. because Elijah Pritchard is going to be faced with a lot of head up stuff, seeing if he can handle. I think Pritchard will handle the one-on-ones. I think skill wise, you're not going to beat Elijah Pritchard one-on-ones when you throw different things that'll make him look. So those pass offs and those protections are going to be important. Jaden Roberts is going to be intricate, so I think he's going to have an opportunity to shine and show his experience and his effectiveness. So Jaden Roberts there for MVP on offensive side. And defensively, I'm going to go to the secondary. And I think this is a game where Damani Jackson has the opportunity to showcase his skill set and his IQ. Baiting Nico into a lot of throws. He's a slinger. He's a gunslinger. He's going to rip it, and he's going to live with whatever he throws. I think we're going to have an opportunity to see a lot of pass deflections, pass breakup, and opportunities for interceptions this game. Let me look at some of these comments before we go into this last infomercial break. Coach Shep said, no one is scheming more on Ryan Williams at this point. He just not getting targets due to the flow of the game. Somewhat, they see him in the slot there. You're going to get a bracket look. And that's smart for any receiver at that position. But you got a guy that's proven that he is a formidable opponent, a formidable player that can get out there and create impact. So Darius, for this comment, I'm putting your dumb self in timeout because none of those players are even portal bound. Stop with the fake insider crap, bro. You already don't know football. Now you're trying to act like you got some connection. How you live in Chicago and talk about you got connection to the UGA? Huh? Stop it, bro. Stop it. You're a closet Bama fan. You riding the Georgia wave as long as they was hot because they won them one. They finally won one. So now you want to jump on their bandwagon, but you see they struggling. So now you closet. You want to be a Bama fan, but you don't want nobody to know because you've been out here publicly saying you're a Georgia fan. Don't get exposed. Oh, too bad. Too late, you did. Shout out to my brother Brett for coming in with the $4.99 super chat. What's going on, everyone? Hope y'all having a good day so far. Roll mud freaking tide. Brett, you checking in late, boy. You just woke up. You must have had a late night last night out here in them streets, man. Shout out to my boy Brett with the $4.99 super chat, man. I appreciate you, my boy. Listen, you let Bill G-Ski beat you earlier, man. G-Ski beat you earlier to the first super chat, and that boy popped off with a $19.99. I appreciate y'all for the super chats today, man. It's been real lit today. Where's the $20 super chat? I don't know where it went. It disappeared. It ain't in my start comments. It might be on this side. Maybe I could pull it up on this side. I don't know. Where's it? It ain't showing up, but it's there. Appreciate it, Bill, for the $10.99 super chat. But right after this infomercial, y'all, we're going to get into our closing of our show. We're going to talk about some of the games across college football, and then we're going to make an announcement, and then we'll end the show, man. Coach Smook, my other game will be, I'll be watching this LSU and Arkansas. Yeah, I posed the question in the chat, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it in the comment section. It says, what's a big game this weekend you will be watching? Populate the chat with those answers while we go into our infomercial break. We're going to run all of them, and then when we come back, we will dive into our last topic. And appreciate the phone calls, y'all. We'll do our fourth quarter calling segment, our Talk Your Talk calling segment tomorrow during our kickoff show. Thank y'all. And don't forget, tonight, Coach Smook will be on the scene. Rush County Pike Road High School game here in the Alabama 6A Region 6A, Region 2 region title game. We got athletes, as you all saw, Corey Timms and Isaiah Thomas come on to represent their respective schools, and they represented well. Those young men are excited. I can't wait to get out to that game tonight. I think it's going to be a banger, and the content going to be there for it. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Check out these infomercials. When we get back, we'll dive into the closeout of this show and get your final thoughts on some of your perspective on some of these games, man. We're going to dive into the comments and talk about these other games. Thank y'all for being here, and appreciate y'all support. Shout out to our sponsors right here.
Leandre Gota Tejus.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Keep me off the ball.
Yes. We're here, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking it out this whole freaking show, y'all. Y'all been doing great, man. We're going to do this. We're going to run through these games real quick. Some games that we're ready to see this weekend. We're going to jump into it, and then we're going to do our inspirational moment, and then that'll be it for today's show. Thank y'all for pulling up and supporting again. Make sure y'all dropping the likes, man. Make sure y'all dropping the likes. We got 69 likes. We need one more like to get to 70, man. One more like. 6 more likes to get to 75. Let's get to 75 before the end of the stream. We got 69 people in the YouTube chat. 69 likes on the YouTube chat. We got 2 likes on the Facebook stream. Appreciate y'all over there on Facebook. Let me see who dropped them likes. Ebony Huntley. Let's see me, Ebony. Ebony, how you feeling over there? And Rico, appreciate you dropping that like over there, man. And Twitter, man. I see y'all retweeting, man. Retweeting. We got 59 retweets on the stream. Y'all 82 live viewers, y'all. We got it says, I think, 2,000. So people are tapping the hearts on Twitter. That's what's up, man. Appreciate y'all for interacting on Twitter. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I want y'all to come over to the YouTube side. If y'all like it that much on Twitter, you'll love it on YouTube. I promise you. Let's get to it, man. Get to the FCS. We're not doing that. Let's get to some of the SEC gameplay, man. Some of the hot games this weekend. We're gonna dive into it. Listen, we got a good lineup, man. Just kind of diving into it. Let me get this banner up here so I can have. Did I make one? I know I made one. I thought I made one. Ah, man, I thought I made one. I made one. I can make one real quick. Here we go. College landscape. Let's kind of start in the SEC. Auburn, Missouri. I think there's going to be an interesting one. Missouri 5-1 hasn't looked like a 5-1 team, but they're going to have Auburn at home. Auburn looks like a 1-11 team right now. Luckily they were able to scrap out 2 wins this season, but they look horrible. Quarterback play is not there. I'm hearing a lot of rumors about their NIL stuff. You know, players are ready to dip out, all of that type of stuff. So, I mean, that's going to be ugly. Oklahoma, South Carolina. I think South Carolina has the edge against Oklahoma in this game. I told you all, I really believe Oklahoma is 6-6 this year. This is one of the games I call. Hey, listen, we got 75 likes on the stream, man. I appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do, man. Appreciate y'all for getting us up to 75 likes 100%, man. There we go, man. I appreciate y'all. We hit 75. Let's go. 75 likes on the stream. Appreciate y'all. Missouri, Barn 31. Missouri 31, Barn 24. Shoot, I don't even think Auburn scores 24. I think it's more so as Missouri 38, Auburn 12 game. South Carolina, Oklahoma. If I had to do a score prediction for this, I'm saying South Carolina 31, Oklahoma 20, 31-20. I could go 31-20 right now. South Carolina, Oklahoma. Y'all heard my score prediction for our game. Alabama 38, Tennessee 17. I'm sticking with that. 38-17, Alabama. Texas A&M is 5-1, 3-0 at SEC. Mississippi State struggling, another bottom feeder. Texas A&M is going to continue to get this hype. Can they be upset in Mississippi State though? They're going to be in Starksville. They're giving Texas A&M 18. I don't think they beat them by 18. If you were to tell me to take, if you were to give me Mississippi State with the points, I'll take that. And the over under 56.5. Texas A&M is defense is pretty solid right now. But Mississippi State is starting to learn how to run the ball. I think it's going to be a better game than most. Still got Texas A&M for the win, though. LSU, Arkansas. I really think this is going to surprise some people. LSU getting that high ranking, they above us, right, or right behind us. I think Arkansas can beat LSU at home. They playing at home. It's an evening game, a late game, so a 6 p.m. game. Arkansas's run game can give LSU's run defense problems. LSU's defense is not that. If I had to pick an upset for today, an upset alert, I'm looking at LSU to be upset. Arkansas, I think Arkansas 28, LSU. No, I think it'll be a different game for Arkansas. I think their run game gets a couple explosive scores. I'm gonna take Arkansas 34, LSU 31. Arkansas 34, LSU 31. Vanderbilt over Ball State, blowout. One that we're excited about, we'll talk about that in a second. Florida, Kentucky. Kentucky. I like Kentucky in this game. Kentucky has played some solid quality opponents, and they've been in every game. 1 point loss to Georgia. They played Vanderbilt tough last week. And who was their other loss? I think it was did they beat Ole Miss? Kentucky beat Ole Miss, if I'm not mistaken. Who's Kentucky's other loss, man? Who's Kentucky's other loss? I got to pull it up real quick. Georgia. South Carolina. They went and got handed that L by South Carolina early in the season. And since that game, they have looked like a better team. So definitely want Kentucky to pull it out against Florida. I just can't stand Florida. Georgia and Texas. Let's talk about this for like 2 minutes. I want Georgia to win. I'm gonna be straight up. I want Georgia to win. I'm tired of Texas fans talking. I'm tired of, that's the only reason. Like, Texas is not that good of a team to me. This is going to be their first test defensively. Now, what Texas needs to do to be able to beat Georgia, they don't have the capabilities to do it. They don't have the interior run game to expose Georgia, and that entails you're putting your quarterback in a lot of passing situations. And one thing Georgia still has is a pass rush. Have they been able to get home a lot this season? No. But they will have opportunities. Texas' offensive line is not as good as it was last year. Oklahoma's defense just was a step slow against Texas. That beatdown was not that type of game for real. I got Texas really trying to keep it up tempo. I don't even want to call this game for real because I don't care which team loses at this point. I hope Texas lose. I got Georgia winning, but at the same time, I want Georgia to lose so Darius can shut up. And Darius, I got Texas. I got Texas staying undefeated this week. No, I can't even do that because I feel like defense prevails in this one. What time is the game? It's a 6:30 game, late game in Texas, in Austin. Quinn Ewers in that offense trying to pass it across, pass it on Georgia. Kirby Smart. I like Kirby Smart intensity. with his game plan. If they sit back and try to make Ewers read, they're not going to have a lot of success. Ewers not going to give them problems athletically with his legs like Miro was able to do. You don't have to account for as much in the run game. I got to get the edge to Georgia, and I'm gonna go Georgia. And I hate doing this. Texas, make me wrong, please. I'm cool with that one. I'm gonna go Georgia. Georgia, disappoint. Like, make me wrong on this one. Just because it's theirs. I don't know who I want to lose worse, man. Can't both of y'all lose for me? Just because I don't want to agree with theirs. I'm gonna go Texas. Not because because I believe they're gonna win. But I'm gonna go Texas because I don't like theirs, right? I want this on record. I'm going Texas 38 and noodle arm, noodle neck, long neck, long neck Predominus Beck. Long neck Beck. I think they could score 24 in this game. Texas 38, Georgia 24. That's my final score prediction for that game. Texas 38, Georgia 24. They're giving Texas 4.5. I think Texas just has too much for Georgia right now. And Texas defense, everybody keep talking about their secondary. Well, Carson Beck ain't tossing the ball, so I don't care. And there's Georgia ain't running the table if they beat Texas. Y'all are trash. Georgia is trash. That's why I can't pick them. I'm going Texas. 38, Georgia 21. That's my score prediction. Dylan Willingham says Sloth from Ice Age. I bet you won't put a profile picture up. You probably typing this with your phone sitting on your gut, huh? You probably typing this with the phone sitting on your gut. Anybody that can sit they phone on their gut and send messages without a profile picture is a real tough guy. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate you for pulling up and adding to my paycheck. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Dare said, who else is on the schedule? Let's go look. Y'all still got to see Ole Miss. Inconsistent Ole Miss. Y'all still got to see Tennessee. Like, what do you mean? Y'all still got to see Georgia Tech while you playing. Your typical internet tough guy facts. Yeah. Like, what you mean who else you got to see? I'll give you Florida. Right? I'll give you Florida. Ole Miss can do it. Tennessee, I think, going to beat y'all. Georgia Tech going to give y'all a run. Y'all think I'm playing, man. I ain't even trolling. Who picking Lane Kiffin in the big game? I didn't say they would. I said they could. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go down there, bro. Nah, Derek. Florida ain't got it. Bro. Florida just don't have it. And if they do it, Derek, I will publicly allow you. I will publicly allow you to gloat if Florida can upset Georgia. But I got Georgia possibly losing to Texas. I really feel like Texas is going to win this game. They're at home. I thought y'all was talking about me. Boy, I was about to. Dylan, I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought you was talking about me. I'm sorry. I was ready to go in. I ain't had no drama today. I'm sorry, man. I've been waiting for something. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, Dylan. If you wasn't on my neck, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I apologize. I will publicly apologize. I was wrong, man. I'm sorry. Jay, my fault. Jay, I be ready, bro. Y'all gotta be careful, man. I stay strapped. Jay, I stay strapped, bro. I stay strapped. My fault, Wizzle Man. Like, Wizzle Man, apologize. You was with me. See, Wizzle Man, that's my dog. He be ready. Call it straight. My fault. Hey, my fault, Dylan. Somebody find Dylan and tag him and tell him I said I'm sorry. I ain't too big to apologize. I was wrong, bro. You was in the crowd though. I didn't know. I seen guns pointing at me. I didn't know who shot. I just shot back. It came from that area. I just, you know what I'm saying? We had to pop on them. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. I ain't checking no corners of nothing, bro. I'm blasting because I know I'm in hostile territory. I know we in hostile territory, but shout out to everybody for pulling up, man. Oh, come on. Hey, why you I didn't moderators. If I don't ask them to be put in timeout and they haven't done anything to be put in timeout, let them talk, man. Golly, why you we can't do that. That's how we hurt our community, man. That's soft, Zach. You gotta apologize, Zach. Apologize. Nah, even if he was, Zach, we let people roast. I like roasting. We've talked about this. Come on, hey Dylan. I know you probably can't chat, but we had a moderator jump the gun, man. I can handle my own, Zach. I'm just saying. We do this roasting stuff. I grew up in this, man. Can't nobody tell me or beat me at roasting me. Don't do that, no. Don't do that. We ain't soft around here. You acting like Jason Watkins mod. We ain't Jason Watkins mods, okay? We ain't Hall of Fame Watkins mods. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Zach trigger happy for real. That's why. See, this is why you can't give everybody the strap. You got some real shooters out there. Can't hand him the strap. He be ready. Don't even ask questions. Now we gotta waste more bail money. Golly. Gotta do another settlement because of Zach. Gotta do another settlement because Zach trigger happy. Dang, man. Oh, Jason, man, listen, Davin. That boy, hey, listen, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up for him. I'm gonna pull it up for him just because he didn't want to listen to me when I told him. But he real humble. You right, Davin. Oh yeah, see the hate coming from the parking lot, man. And you know what's sad? We got more hate on our fan base, with our players. We got it from our fan base than the other opposing team. It's sad, and it's being promoted on these platforms, on some of these channels. Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. Let's go get that Jason Watkins short. Y'all got to see this bad one. Where is it, y'all? I can't find it. Is it a video? I think it's a video. Alabama football emerging stars predicting breakout tight end. I can't find it, y'all. Oh, my Jason Watkins tweet. I mean, my Jason Watkins video. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, that is. I found it, y'all. Let's get to it. I gotta play this for y'all. For y'all that haven't seen it. And this is kind of to promote what we doing with our content, man. Y'all go and check out the shorts on the YouTube channel, man. Y'all not showing no love on these 33 likes, man. We gotta get all the likes over here on our shorts. Go check out, do you a short review of Coach Smook Network today. Go watch all the shorts today. We got a lot of them. Go check them out. But I want y'all to check this out. I got a special shout out for my homie Jason Watkins of Hall of Fame coaches over there, the Oklahoma supporter, content creator, whatever listen, my boy Jason got in his feelings. Y'all remember when my boy Jason, I thought we was cool, Jason. I thought we was cool, but now I'm gonna have to add you to the hit list. Heard you blocking people in my family, bro. Because we telling the truth about the trash Oklahoma team. Hold on, bro. I heard you blocking my people, so we got a bone to pick with you at the end of the show. So if y'all can go tag Jason on Twitter, somebody clip that, let him know. We got a bone to pick with you, Jason. Pull up. You and all the Boomer Sooners. You and all the Sooners. Sooner or later, y'all gonna find out the SEC ain't nothing like the Big 12. We told you. You're 2 years out. Brett, respect you, but your team ain't ready. 7-5, 6-6. That's what Coach Smook said. They sure look 6-6. Them boys look 6-6, man. I said it, bro. Them boys look 6-6, and nobody wanted to listen. No, the Oklahoma fans didn't want to listen, and now they really looking 6-6ish. They about to be 4-3 after tomorrow, so they'll be halfway there. Halfway there. They about to be 6-6ish. I'm telling y'all better listen to me. I called it. But y'all, that's the end of our show today, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, and don't forget, man, our inspirational moment of the day. Listen, there's a few key things that was said in my motivational talk with my manager this morning, my mentor Curtis, and it's a few things I want to share with y'all. So in today's day and age, man, you know, we got a lot of social media, we got a lot of everything where people are kind of sharing their lives through public platforms, right? And a lot of times people are intimidated by you just living their lives. People are intimidated by you just living your lives. Instead of looking at what's causing you to live your life and be confident in living your life, they rather hate on it and go the extra mile to try to distract you or put things in front of you that will get you off course. But I want to encourage you today that nobody ever turns around to trip somebody up. Nobody ever turns around to trip somebody up, right? Nobody ever turns around, like, you know, like when you want to catch somebody slipping, you want to trip somebody up. You don't ever turn around to tie somebody's shoes and catch them slipping. You always try to sneak up behind them. And then also another point that I took away from this, y'all, not everybody's meant to be in your circle as you excel. And not everybody's meant to go at every stage with you. So there are people that are going to come on, and there are points and times where their support is prevalent. Then there's time where they're not able to, or they're not meant to be in that. And you can't burn those bridges because of that. And even people that have done you wrong, they're going to circle back and they're going to need you. They're going to need you. So don't always take stuff and be emotional about it. Hold people accountable and put them where they deserve to be. Like deal with them at arm's length. My girl been saying that about me, so we're working on that. But deal with them at arm's length. You know, I got to stop dealing with people, you know, because of their feelings, but deal with them at arm's length in a respectable manner so that you don't mess up your blessings. At the end of the day, your actions, your response is what determines what comes your way. And so I want to encourage you all, don't respond emotionally. Don't get out here and get into these fits with your bills, not just with people, but with your bills, with life situations. Some of you had some damage done because of the storm, all of that good stuff. Don't get into a fight and all of that with those situations. Trust God in those. Trust in His love for you to instill you with the resiliency that you need to get through these situations. Everything that you're dealing with is attainable. You can do it. Surround yourself with the right people. Control what's happening around you. And remember, when they turn around, when these people turn around, when those situations pop up and they're out of the blue, and you know you're in your lane, you're just handling your business, it's done that way because you're onto something. You're doing something bigger than you. You're better than that. You're bigger than what you're producing right now. What you're producing is producing bigger results than what it's meant to produce. And that's in any area of life, not just here on this Coach Smook Network, but any area of life. Stay locked in. Continue to stay focused on everything that God has in front of you. Keep Him first in it and watch Him work it. If you want to be a part of the Coach Smook Network, you want to partner with us, hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. We have sponsorship opportunities. We also have partnership opportunities. Shout out to our sponsors, to the AAA family, all the sponsors on the stream, man. Diamond Sports Group. Shout out to Russell County Athletic Department and Pike Road High School football program. We'll be there tonight on the scene. I won't go live unless I do like a live check-in. We'll get our footage and hopefully we'll have everything edited. Today at noon, man, check out the launch today at noon. So in about an hour and a half, the full launch, we will be premiering a edit. It's just going to be our first promo launch, a little bit, a few scenery changes and scene changes and all that stuff. Another voiceover, and we're going to get into it. And we're going to talk about we're going to launch our white letter lineup, man. Go check out that merch. And moderators, thank y'all for pulling up. All my admin team, thank y'all for pulling up the whole team. Thank y'all for doing what y'all do here at the Coach Smook Network and supporting the channel, supporting the content, and doing what we do, man. Authenticity above all. Nothing is more important than you being who you are. If you do not be who you are, you won't last in this world. You won't last. You won't be happy. Be authentic. Be you. Be true. Be open for change. Be able to evolve. Do not become a dinosaur. Do not become extinct. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, your favorite coach, man. Your favorite YouTube content creator for Alabama football. You all want to check me out, man. Check me out at Coach Smook on all platforms. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe this live here. With that being said, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I love you. Roll Tide, AAA, SOS, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. See y'all in the morning. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll see y'all in the morning. Maybe a late gaming session, but see y'all in the morning here on the Coach Smook Network for the Coach Smook pregame kickoff, for the Coach Smook kickoff call-in show. Coach Smook kickoff call-in show tomorrow. We're going to kick off at 8 a.m. Y'all get ready to call in, share your final thoughts, 2-minute call-in segment, talk your talk, talk your trash, prize picks, college pick 'em. Don't forget, make y'all picks tomorrow. If you in that group, make sure your picks tomorrow so you don't fall behind with the points. Love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until I see you again, Roll Tide. I'm yours truly, Coach Smook. Put me in the game.